We're back. It's the Kid Ricky. We're back at the Across the Board podcast, episode 2. Coming fresh from the gloom doom in the basement. Sitting across the board from me is my man Dre.
What it do?
Not much, Dre. And across the other side of the board, we got my man DJ Ness.
What's up, man? I did like that song, though.
Hey, man, that's my man Jaden Smith. Quick shout out, Jaden Smith. I'm a 32-year-old man bumping a 16-year-old's music.
Nothing wrong with that, bro.
Fucking with it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Is he only 16 or he's like 18 or something?
Bruh, I just know that he was 2 years old in a little Just the Two of Us video. And I remember that
I
shit.
remember that.
So the fact that he's making music and he's coming up on my Spotify, shout out to Jaden Smith.
Hey, Jada Smith's doing things, man. And his sister was. I don't know what she's doing now, but yeah.
So this is Across the Board podcast. Y'all hopefully back with us from episode 1, which if you're here with us again, that means we didn't get pulled off the airwaves.
The FCC didn't count us out, but
We paid those fees.
the check cleared.
Yo, the check cleared. La Migra's not here yet. We didn't get deported.
No ICE.
So we're back to give y'all more bullshit, more takes, more opinion and stories, because that's what we do. And you know what? I'm excited, man. It's Friday, September 28th. You know what that means?
What does that mean, Ricky?
Well, a couple of things. Y'all don't know this. This is more specific to me. But the last day of the month as a sales guy is the best and the worst day ever.
Why is that?
Because it's the most stressful shit. It's the day that everything comes to an end. So just imagine it being the last day. It's game 7 of the playoffs. Every single last day of the month at my job. People running around, fucking trying to make clutch baskets, turnovers, and when the day's over, you're just on vacation. So, fellas, I feel good. Last day of the month is behind me, and not just that, it's fucking fall now, man.
Dude, why do you like fall? Explain that to me.
Bro, it's New England.
I'm a fall weather. Fall and springs.
I'm all weather. I'm all weather. I'm all season.
Hoodies and Timbs.
And I'm not saying I hate
all weather. You're like a Columbia backpack. All weather.
That was a good one. No, I just like. I mean, I like the summer. I like all seasons. But but explain to me why.
Dog, fall. First of all, look around. You got a hoodie on, or you got the hoodie over on the back of your shirt. I got a hoodie on. Fall, you could do whatever the hell you want. You could wear long sleeve, short sleeve, fucking jeans, shorts. Dude, the fall is where it's at. You can do whatever the fuck you want. It's all available.
So it's summer.
Nah, man, you can't be wearing hoodies in the summer.
I've seen some people wear hoodies in the summer. I mean,
they carry it.
You're doing your shit, man. You're doing your shit where you're just being agreeable when you know that shit ain't true.
Do
you
think
never heard that shit while growing up in the hood? If you see a nigga in a hoodie, you start moving away in the summer.
Oh, I heard that, bro. I lived in Mattapan for 17 years. So I understand exactly what you're saying.
If you know somebody, it's 90 degrees outside, some dudes walking around in a hoodie.
Here's the other thing about fall. Fall is hot. Bro, we just had 80-degree days. It's the fall.
And that's why I think I'm not going to steal your thunder, Ricky. I don't think summer is overrated, but I think people tend to like not give summer a big credit. They think summer is like when school is over in like late August when school starts back up. No, to me, fuck that. I'm not in school anymore. I haven't been in school in a while. Summer to me is like late May, early May when it's really getting hot and it's consistently hot until like right now. We just had like a few 80-degree days where it was muggy as fuck outside. It was cold at night, but it was hot. To me, that's still summer. We don't get 3 months of summer. I feel like we get 5.5 and almost 6.
It ain't about the weather, man.
But it is about the weather. Summer is supposed to be hot.
Realistically, when you talk fall weather, you're thinking 60s, 70s. You're not thinking 80s, 90s.
All right, so listen, I'm talking about the benefits of the season.
Right.
Summer, tell you the truth, my favorite part of summer is the traffic. None.
Explain.
That is true.
What you mean explain?
Yeah,
no traffic in the summer.
Them yellow buses though. Them yellow buses in school day. Yeah, them yellow buses be on the way. I remember when I used to. It was stupid for me doing this. When I used to go to work, I had to work at 7 a.m. and I drove to Savin Hill. And if it's no traffic, the ride is like 7-8 minutes from my home. School time, like 15 to 17 minutes, just because I was behind a school bus at every second block. It'll stop and pick up like 2 or 3 kids.
Yo, what the fuck we talking about?
The traffic.
Traffic in the summer is better. There is no.
No,
traffic.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying that during
did you
school
pick that up?
time.
Yes.
I'm agreeing with you.
The man just had a long story about.
Yeah, it was just too long. A little bit.
My man complained about 15-minute traffic when he really should be just like, I'm over here looking at a hour traffic to go to work.
I like fall. I like the fact that it's like going from hot to cold. You don't have to turn your AC on. You don't have to turn your heat on just yet. So electric bill is like pretty cool. Like on point because I pay electricity, like the heat and all that shit. So it's like it's good for me. And it's like
so fucking old, man.
Yeah, and hey, that matters to us now. And
so
it's like
old.
when I go to
Y'all
sleep.
don't like me talking about being washed up, but we're over here talking about the weathers, right? And we're talking about the season, and we haven't even brought up bikinis, fucking pools.
Oh, dude,
None of that. We're talking about traffic and fucking hoodies.
I'll give you a pool story, man. I went to my community pool. Well, the pool in my apartment complex a lot this. It's not a community. It's not really community. It's the community within the community. Not everyone is allowed. Anyways, I went a lot this year, this summer, or this hot weather. Yeah, man, like at least 19, 20 times and like 2 to 3 hours at a time. It was pretty good, man. I got a good tan going. Not anymore. It's cold. I'm losing it. But it was good, man. We grilled outside. Sometimes I just went for an hour.
Barbecues are the shit, though.
Oh, they
Summer
are.
Barbecues were the shit.
No question.
I'll miss the barbecue.
No question.
Barbecue season is the.
And you can still barbecue, and you can. You just have to have people that would like to tough it out outside in a bonfire, or just tough it out.
Barbecue season's over, man. Barbecue season is Memorial Day to Labor Day.
Barbecue party season is over.
Memorial Day to Labor Day starts and ends.
Barbecue party season is over, but barbecue is not over.
No.
Well, I grill steaks fucking winter long, dude. But I ain't inviting nobody over for that shit. Barbecue season is when you invite your people over, man.
My man.
That shit's over. Let's not pretend.
Fall season when you have people over for the bonfire.
Fall's dope, and here's why fall's dope. Football's back. We talked about that last week. You know what else is back? Fall fucking TV shows, man.
Yo,
I'm a
tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Y'all know that. Y'all hit me up, Rick. What you doing, dog? I'm staying in.
What are you watching nowadays, Ricky? Tell me, Ricky. What's your hot shows in the fall? Tell me.
This Is Us.
I'm not saying that's a bad show. No. You laugh. No, it's okay. See.
Are you playing a character? Or are you?
No. He doesn't know. No, he doesn't know.
That's cool.
And the only reason I know it's because it's a popular show. It has its haters, but it has a lot of supporters. It's a show about.
It's a chick show.
It's not necessarily. No, it could be a guy show. It's about
Elliot. It is a chick show.
But you like it. You're not a chick.
And I'm.
That's why I y'all were talking about watching Kardashians last week, so
but this is us. Is good. Is good. Okay, you explain since you watch it.
This is us. All right, This Is Us is a TV show. It's about a family, really triplets, that it's just some emotional shit, man. It's just about their upbringing, and the main kind of thread of the show is that something happened to their father, but you don't really know it. Like, their father died, but you don't know how. You just keep finding out stories about these people. But Dre, it's a drama. It's a fucking sad tearjerker.
Andres,
people cry every show.
You know about the show Community?
Yeah, I know Community.
It's not the same plot, but it's like this, kind of like the same idea. Like it's not a comedy.
It's a soap opera,
it's
man.
kind of like maybe that's a bad like connection, but it's like that's the only thing that I can think of that is alike to it.
Okay, well, you guys have not sold me on this show.
Hey, we're not. No,
the point is not to sell you on it. The point is to tell you.
No, when you talk about a show you watch, you want to sell it to somebody. You basically say,
"This is us."
I don't watch the show. I don't watch the show.
You don't understand.
But I understand the show. I don't watch it for my own personal reasons. Ricky watches it. I don't watch it. I don't think I'm ever gonna watch it. But I understand what it's about, and I understand why it's good.
The reason for a dude to watch it is because he's watching it with his girl. Period. Which I'm telling you, that's what I do. But I'm here to tell everybody I like it.
Man.
I can man up and tell y'all, I'm only watching it because Melissa's watching it. Nah, man, I like the show.
I'm gonna clap for that.
That's how I started
I'm gonna clap for that.
It.
The dude's admitting it.
Because you're just on the couch, like, fine, babe, we're gonna put it on. But dog, I watch it. Tears.
Andres.
It gets dusty. It gets dusty on Wednesday nights.
Andres, what show are you watching right now?
I follow anime schedule, so that's what I'm on. I don't watch TV shows because I don't like following TV shows. Like, I don't want to be following, oh, I have to wait for this commercial or I have to wait next week. The only real show I wait for that is Game of Thrones. Other than that, I don't really want to wait per week of a show.
So tell us what the shows that you're watching.
So I'll, like, for instance, I'll wait for Ballers to finish so I could just watch it all.
You're a binger.
Right, I'll just binge watch shows. That's why Netflix works very well for me because they could just put out a whole season and I could binge watch weekend.
So let me ask you this. The reason you don't watch Ballers on a weekly basis is because you'd rather watch it all at once?
Right.
Okay, fair enough. That's fair enough.
Fair enough, man.
No. Hold on. It's fair enough.
I will not concede
No.
that
No. It's fair enough because maybe he doesn't want to watch it on Saturday night when it comes out or Sunday night after Game of Thrones and then have to wait. Maybe he just wants the whole thing to finish and maybe he can police himself to not spoil it. Not that Ballers is the greatest show of all time, but maybe he stays away from it, that he doesn't watch it, doesn't do anything. So when he binge watches it,
Ballers is a show you can do that with because it's not a show that gets hype where it's like what happened last episode.
No, oh yeah, he can never do that to Game of Thrones. I don't think Game of Thrones is one of those shows that it will literally get spoiled the minute it's over.
I mean,
do not check social media. Do not check anything if you didn't watch it because it will get spoiled.
I only started Game of Thrones in season 3. Like I started with season.
Me too. I started like the Red Wedding happened. Sorry for those who haven't watched Game of Thrones. The Red Wedding happened.
Man, first of all, there's gonna be spoilers like a motherfucker on this shit.
Glenn is dead in The Walking Dead.
Doing any spoiler alerts? If you're listening to this, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about your feelings. We're spoiling the shit out of whatever show you haven't watched yet.
So what I was saying with
I stopped watching Walking Dead.
You stopped?
Yeah.
Why did you stop?
Because it got to a point where it was kind of like slow. So I was like, I don't feel like waiting for. Like I was used to wait for it, and then I'm like, I'm not waiting for it. I'll just wait for the whole season.
Joffrey's dead.
What? Really? Shit.
Oh, did he get like season 2?
No, like season 4. Anyways, what's your definition of slow? Like, I want to know what's your definition of slow.
Like the plot just took too long to move on.
The what?
The plot took.
The what? Say it again, Anders.
The plot took too long to develop. Like it was just really like they weren't doing character development. The plot was just moving slow. Like it looked like everything was slowing down.
Okay, I mean,
it took too many episodes to finish a arc.
So it's like Dragon Ball Z. Like they take 9 episodes to finish a fight.
Right.
I don't, and I understand what you're saying. And I'm not.
Walking Dead still going strong.
Oh, definitely.
I don't know if it's not going strong.
It's not. It's
died.
Okay, well, when you're talking about dying, it's dying, but it's still like one of the top shows. Like it's still like nothing's gonna be Game of Thrones.
I never jumped on it. I know it's a good show. I know it's a great show.
See, the thing about this is the only thing that I hate about The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead, and this is what I hate, but I also love it. So it's kind of like an oxymoron. The Walking Dead has been about the disease. Everybody's dying, and then it's in you. When you die, you turn, and you clearly. Does that count as a spoiler? No, it's not a spoiler. You just know this. It's like by season. I think the end of season 1, they were at the CDC in Atlanta, and that guy basically told them that it's inside everyone. Like once you die, you get it. So now it's not even about the disease. It's about just surviving humans versus humans, which is fine. But are they ever going to talk about how the shit fucking started? Like they're trying to fix that? Or is it just surviving? Is it going to end when the main characters either live or die or pass? Like I want to know what the fuck caused the disease. Like what's happening? But they'll never ever do that because that's not appealing to the general public. I'm still going to watch. It's going to get me every Sunday at 9 p.m. watching AMC. But that's just my thought about it.
See, I fucks with all kinds of shows. Like right now, I fucks with Gotham, like heavy. But Dre, I understand what you're saying. I don't like commercials and none of that bullshit either. I DVR almost all my shows.
You DVR?
Yeah. But here's the problem with that. Like a lot of shows from Comcast or something like that is even if you DVR, certain shows still keep the commercials.
So you're talking about playing it from on demand, and that's true. Like, you can't fast forward. If you actually record it on your DVR, no, that's not true. Okay. You could fast forward it.
Well, I can comment to that. There are certain shows like The Walking Dead. If you're watching it 2 days after it aired, you can't fast forward.
That's watching it from on demand.
Yeah,
I'm
but
talking about if you record it.
no, and no. Once you record it, it's a recording. You can do whatever you want.
That's what I'm saying.
But
That's
I'm
how I
saying,
fucks with
like
shit.
The Walking Dead, because it's such a popular show, you cannot forward it. But let's say if you record Chopped on the Food Network, you can fast forward
There are
that.
definitely
Because
shows.
Because I think that they don't let you fast forward, so the commercials can play and then money wise and all that stuff. So, but there's other shows that are like you can fast forward, but The Walking Dead you can't fast
But I'm with
forward.
Dre, like just the Netflix is ill. Let's not fucking.
Oh no, Netflix is the
Being
shit.
able to binge a show like when Daredevil drops, when fucking the Ozark drop, it is ill being able to go from one episode to the next to the next.
Oh,
But the big thing is you get a whole show. Like, Game of Thrones, you get that hour. You don't, like when you have TV, like USA, whatever, AMC, they tell you it's an hour, but it's really 40 minutes.
oh yeah, and then like 20 and 19 minutes of commercials.
Right, which is a big difference. You're not getting the hour.
No,
So
no.
that's why I fucks with you, but that's why I DVR the joint. I agree with you.
But you're
Or
still only getting 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's not- yeah,
I'm
yeah.
watching the show.
Yeah.
Whether it's 30 minutes, 45 minutes,
Right,
102
which is what I'm
minutes,
saying.
I'm
Like,
not
it's
worried
it's
about
an
that.
hour show, but you only get, like, that's
I'm
where.
getting
You
whatever
only get a
is
minute,
recorded.
40 minutes of content,
Right, like,
basically.
what the fuck is the point? Like,
Well, I mean, they have to pay for the show somehow. So commercials and it's sponsorship. So
sure,
You know.
but they're making money in different ways.
it's all about time slots, man. Like people want to know from what time to what time am I going to sit in front of the couch and watch this? I'm going to watch this
Oh.
from 9 p.m. to 10
Let
p.m.
me just put you guys on to some talking about adulting,
Yeah.
adult shortcuts.
Yep.
You don't watch something live, ever.
What do you mean?
If a show starts at 9
Yeah.
and I don't want to watch commercials, even if I don't DVR it, I start watching it at 9:30
And just fast forward.
and just fast forward the shit through the
But-
commercials, and
But
then I
that's
end up
assuming
catching
you
up.
have it.
What do you mean assuming you have
You
it?
have DVR. You're assuming people have DVR.
Yes, I am assuming that, and we can get into that.
Oh.
I do assume that.
See, that's
shit.
the problem.
Let's
Not
talk about
everybody
that.
has it.
Talk about that. Anders, tell them about your cord cutting.
Man.
Tell them how it's so successful in your life and how it's saving you a lot of money.
'Cause-
And I am being sarcastic because Ricky and I, we pay for cable. And yes, you don't pay for cable and it works for you. Explain to us and to the general public.
So here's the thing. Do you pay for Netflix?
Yes.
Okay, what else do you pay for besides cable and Netflix for when you're watching things? you
That's
pay-
it. I don't have any other
You don't-
subscription.
Your subscription, it wasn't an add-on for HBO.
No, my cable subscription, I have it so I can have HBO included in the monthly payment.
Whatever my cable package, my internet package.
My package
I don't
has
pay for
HBO,
that.
if that's what you're asking. The only thing that I pay extra for is Netflix. I don't have Hulu. I don't have CBS,
Amazon,
ABC, Amazon.
MLB.
Oh yeah, MLB. But I count that as separate because I have
Still,
MLB.
it's still,
Yeah, I have.
you're still paying for something to watch. Something.
Yes. The MLB pack, the MLB.TV, I pay for 100% because I want to watch every Yankee game. I am a
Sure,
Yankee
I
fan.
understand that.
So yes, Netflix and MLB.TV are the two subscriptions that I pay for as outside of the cable that I have.
Okay. And how about you?
Yeah, cable, internet. I don't pay for any side subscriptions because I log into people's Netflix.
Okay, if you couldn't do that.
But I would
You
pay
would
for
have to pay
Netflix.
for
I would absolutely pay for Netflix.
What else?
And I pay for Amazon Prime.
There you go. So we in this household only pay for internet. We pay for Netflix. We have Amazon Prime, but we didn't get it for the TV. We got it for the 2-day shipping because we buy a lot of dog stuff.
Yeah, same.
So besides that, I mean, I pay for my Crunchyroll, which is my anime shit.
But dog, you're over here telling us how fast forwarding through commercials is whack, and I just told you how that's not a requirement of TV.
But we're not asking
But
the.
that was not the question. He asked me about cord cutting.
Yeah. Well, I just want to know why he cord cut it
Because we don't really watch TV in the house.
in that. And
So if we don't watch TV, why we're paying for TV? Nobody we don't watch cable. The only times I watch cable is for football.
okay, so let's say if you wanted to watch you can watch the Patriots for free. It's the over the air on CBS. So that
A lot
channel's
of
free.
NFL games are over the air.
Yeah,
Anything
CBS, NBC.
ABC, Fox. A lot of
Yeah,
them are
they're
over the air.
yeah.
The only ones that are not over the air is like NFL Network.
NFL Network or ESPN.
Right.
So
So
this is why fuck cord cutting.
No. Well,
So this is why. Because Dre makes it a great point. That's why people are doing it. And a lot of people are doing that shit. They're saying, why am I going to sign up for a subscription that I don't even use most of what you're paying for? That's why people do the cord cutting, because you can get what you want on demand. And when I say on demand, I'm talking about you can consume it in your... If you want to go get HBO Go, you can do that without getting cable. If you want to get Netflix, whatever. So that's what cord cutting is doing, because people don't need to get a whole cable package to get when they only want a couple shows. But here's what problem is. You're driving the cost of internet up. You used to be able to get internet for like $30 a month.
No. That's not cord cutting's fault. That's definitely not cord cutting.
Yes, it is.
No, it ain't.
Oh, yes, it is.
So you're gonna tell me it's the cost of the bandwidth.
So you're gonna tell
me it's the bandwidth increment.
My nigga,
right?
you're gonna tell me that Verizon got $1 billion from the government to upgrade infrastructure and said, "Nah, we're not gonna upgrade it
to fiber,"
and they didn't do it. That's the whole lawsuit that's going on in New York right now. That's a whole Verizon lawsuit in New York right now.
That's a regulatory. You're making a regulatory argument.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm talking about.
How is that a regulatory argument?
They're fighting with the government because they want a better price to install the fiber.
No, it's Verizon's. Verizon said, you give us this money and we're going to install it. Then they say, sure, we gave you the money. And then they were like, oh, we're not installing it.
We want more.
No, they didn't say we want more. They said we're not installing it. Their same words were, we're not installing it.
This is cord cutting is taking subscribers away from cable companies. So companies like ABC, ESPN, CNN, they're losing money. So what they're doing is they're creating their own paid subscriber services. So like HBO, they're losing subscribers, but they're gaining them on HBO Go. And all that's doing, it's driving users to these on-demand services. You agree with that?
Sure.
So what that's doing is driving the cost of internet up. Internet the bandwidth is going up because people are using it more, but so is the cost of it. So here's what my point is. Right now, you're saving money, but people are no longer going to require cable. Like all these cable companies, like all these content companies, like ABC, is going to say, fuck you to Time Warner and Comcast. They're going to say, we're going to make our own channel.
But what does Honest have to give? Why would
what I'm trying to get at is you're going to end up, right now you're saving money. In 10 years, you're not going to pay a cable bill. You're going to pay a $100 internet bill. Then you're going to pay a $40 Netflix bill. You're going to pay a $20 bill to ESPN. You're going to make all these individual premium services because you're going to make the cable companies collapse. So cord cutting is fucking.
You
up.
really
it's gonna fuck up.
You really think cable companies are gonna collapse?
It's already happening.
It's kind of happening.
It's already happening.
But why would he
name me one cable company that's collapsing right now?
All cable companies are acquiring. I'll name you 4.
Go for it.
Time Warner bought NBC because they want to be a content company and not a cable company.
But
Verizon.
But they've been together for a while.
Yeah, because they can see the future, bro. They're planning this shit.
No,
Verizon
it's called
bought AOL.
Yeah, but they bought the
content company.
Content, but AOL was garbage.
You think it's garbage, but they have a huge subscriber base. They have the Huffington Post.
Which
There's
is
content, bro.
But that's different. That's not.
I'm talking. The industry is going to go that way, and that's why I don't like cord cutting. It's collapsing the market, which is good for consumers right now. So consumers get more choices, but it's in a little while it's going to flip back the same way.
So
Ricky's
complaining that cord cutting is breaking the company. But 5 years ago, 10 years ago, you were sitting on DSL, which was 15 megabytes, and you couldn't get HD content on your TV.
What I want to understand is why. I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Ricky, you don't like cord cutting because the more people that cut the cord, it's going to affect you because they're going to charge you more. You don't like it because, I
like it. I don't care about it. Dude, I watch all of this shit. What I'm trying to say is Dre's right. TV's not worth having as much as it used to be. But the reason it's not worth having is basically all the cord cutters are driving you to these other services. So people like fucking Kevin Spacey, instead of doing a TV show, he's getting megabucks to do House of Cards because they're driving it through this other service.
And all
these stars are doing that now. As opposed to doing TV shows, they're doing these other shows because it's so attractive. They're making like the model is upside down.
There's a problem with that right there. Here's another. Here's what it is. When you have places like Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, they'll say, okay, I need you to create me a TV show. Director's gonna say, okay, I'll create this TV show. All right. How many episodes? We're gonna make it 13 episodes. All right. Here's the budget for 13 episodes. Make it. Great. So they got their money. They made their 13 episodes. Now you can watch this story, or you cannot watch the whole story. Versus cable company will be like, okay, hey Elliot, write me the story. It's gonna be maybe 13 episodes. Okay, episode 2.
Canceled.
Oh, yep, canceled. Now you just lost. What you just maybe you turned down another job offer.
Well, that's exactly right. That's why people are doing it. That's why producers. That's why actors.
So that's
why
not
they're
cord
doing
cutting's
it.
fault. That's cable company not sticking to their
No.
thing because they realize
That's creating cord cutting because they're making this other side so attractive. It's making you, hey, why the fuck do I want ABC and NBC and all this bullshit when all the good shows are on this other platform?
And
But it's not that. It's a director, a writer, a screenwriter, whatever gets to put their vision out instead of
Dude, they're
episode
getting
2.
paid bags of money.
But they're getting paid bags of money but they're getting to write. A lot of people maybe like Netflix does a lot of independent stuff.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Original
Yeah.
programming.
Yeah. So that's a lot of independent. Like they wouldn't make it to like a regular TV show. Maybe they would have got canceled episode 2.
Here's the thing with Netflix and all these streaming services, they don't have to report their audience. You know that, right? We all assume
we know that.
Netflix is doing great. Netflix doesn't have to prove shit. I'm just saying. Again,
hey,
you're putting me in the spot. I'm not hating on cord cutting. I'm just telling you what it's gonna do. It's
Hey,
collapsing.
you literally
collapsing
said
the
you
cable.
dislike
All I
cable
know-
Well, I'm
listen,
just saying it's
listen.
collapsing the way we watch cable now.
well, let me chime in a little bit because you guys went back and forth a lot. I do not cord cut. I am not against it. So, Andres, I salute you for it. For if that fits your lifestyle, fine. But I'm also with Ricky because he brings up a lot of valid points. Although I may not agree with everything, the only thing that I can say about cord cutting is I need it. I watch a lot of live stuff in sports.
Well, that you just hit on it. Live TV.
Live
is the one thing
TV,
that the other
and
services don't
that
have.
makes like listen. Do you or do you not want to watch when the Celtics play Cleveland that first game? I know IT is not gonna play. He's not gonna play till January. And why the fuck are these super teams are like what's going on in the NBA right now? Andres, tell me.
Before we go there, one last thing. I'll tell you one last thing. The reason why prices go up is because there's no competition. Like right now, I have here Verizon and Comcast, but when I lived in Dorchester, there was only Comcast. So obviously Comcast says, "Oh, we're the only people here. We could raise the price. Who's gonna compete with us?"
Yeah, no, that has something to do with it. But there's always there's no such market where there's only one provider.
There's definitely a lot of markets with only.
Zero market. There's one provider. It's FCC. It's not true. Factually
You need
not
to
true.
do more research before you come
Factually
back here
not
with that
true,
again.
bro.
You need to do more research. I'm telling you, those are facts.
Show me where there's a market. In Dorchester, you can only have one. No, you
You can only have Comcast.
DSL. I'm not telling you the choices you want to have, but there's always more than one.
No, there's only one. You can only have. Dude, I lived in an apartment. I could only get Comcast.
You can
Comcast.
get DSL.
No, I can only get Comcast cable.
You can get DSL.
That's not cable.
I didn't tell you there would be preferable choices, bro. I just told you that there's.
So I
multiple
could get
providers.
DSL cable.
I told DSL and cable that you know that's an NT that's DSL is its own technology. DSL
But
is
it's not cable company. That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about providers, internet. There's multiple providers at every address.
Okay.
Internet. I didn't say cable.
All right.
That topic sucked, man. Because honestly, I want to be funny, man. I don't need to. It doesn't need to be like I'm not right. I'm not telling you I'm right. I want to be funny.
You know who's funny? Russell Westbrook Instagram. You know he's now the highest paid player.
205.
205, 5-year extension. What do you think about that, Ricky?
I love it, man.
He deserves it. Like, yeah, triple-double, MVP. Why not? Now he got help.
I just like it because he's not going to the Lakers.
Why would he ever go to the Lakers?
Because LeBron is going to the Lakers.
Fuck. Sorry. I'm not supposed to say fuck LeBron. LeBron is a good guy in my eyes
Why
now.
are you apologizing?
I'm not
Who are
apologizing.
you apologizing to?
I don't know. I feel
Tell
like
me who you were apologizing to.
I feel like I have to apologize to myself for saying fuck LeBron because I've been saying fuck LeBron for a while. And it's like, why am I hating on the best player in the planet right now?
I'll tell you what though.
What?
I dislike LeBron a lot.
Why?
But after he said, "Trump, you're a bum," I have
You
lost.
bum. You
I have
bum.
lost some of that hate.
Yeah, but
And I'm
he's a
all
but
like,
yeah.
This man is talking shit. I don't hate him so much anymore.
Yo, but this NBA season is gonna be crazy though. Like, what do you think of Carmelo and
Hoodie Mello.
Hoodie? Is he gonna? You imagine if he plays with a hoodie? Like he just come out doing warm ups, and everyone else is taking their warm ups off, and he's just the only one that keeps it
Hoodie
on.
Mello's gonna play like
And-
Ron Artest.
Like, what do you mean?
He's gonna just bully people.
Nah, he's not the bully type. He's not the bully type. But I
That's
think
what Hoodie Mello is
See,
about, homie.
when he got traded from the Nuggets to New York, like he was like on a mission. Like he was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do good," and he was the shit. But like the Knicks never went anywhere, like as a team, and it's not his fault. He was a great player, but it wasn't. It's just
I've always wanted Melo on my team.
Melo's not a bad player. He's like the guy that when he's hot, he's like a glorified ass J.R. Smith. Like when J.R. Smith is hot, he's hot. He's making threes everywhere. But when he sucks, he sucks. Carmelo, when he sucks, he's still good. He's still an above average player. But he can be that player that it's like, fuck. Like when he's making the shots and he's like doing the moves and everything, it's just like you can't stop him. He's not gonna beat you physically. He's not gonna jump out the gym. He just got it in between the ears.
Listen, man, Melo, and I've been saying this for 10 years now. Melo is a more athletic Paul Pierce. So he's a better Paul Pierce.
Okay, I can see that.
Paul Pierce. He's a little bit better shooter, a little bit better athlete. Just gets buckets, man. And I fucks with players like that because they can get buckets. People will, he's selfish.
All right,
What the
Andres.
fuck does that mean?
Andres, what do you think about the IT Kyrie Irving trade? Like, if you as a Celtics fan, you had a guy that gave you heart out, was fucking shitting like 30 points per game.
Stop. You gotta stop. So I don't even like the trade. I didn't like.
Me neither.
I didn't like. Here, let me explain this. I didn't like sending IT out. I like Kyrie coming.
Oh
in.
yeah. Of
That's
course.
fine. I'm okay with Kyrie coming in. I like Kyrie coming in. I didn't like sending IT out.
But you kind of who are you gonna send? Like you have to have.
I understand that problem.
You know
I
how?
understand
Yeah.
the problem, the front end. I just didn't like the move, especially after reading the article that he wrote.
Oh, on the Players Tribune.
Yeah, did you read that?
Dude, he poured his heart out. He's like,
That hit the
almost a tear came out.
The
He hit
feels.
strings. Yeah, it got a little dusty.
Yeah,
He
man,
got
it's
a little
like
dusty in the buyer's
but
house.
then I feel like they bailed.
Dusty.
I feel like they bailed Cleveland out. Like Kyrie Irving definitely wanted a trade. He wanted out of.
Definitely wanted
He wanted
to.
out of the team.
Wait. That's not a bailout. That was
They-
a bailout. We needed that Kyrie.
No. Yes, and that's 100% agreed. Like I'm clearly not a Celtics fan, as most the people in this room know and the public now knows. I'm not a Celtics fan, and having Kyrie Irving is not.
Magic, Cowboys, and Yankees for everybody.
And I have my reasons.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. And
They had one.
having Kyrie Irving is not a negative.
No,
but
it's definitely a positive.
It's definitely a positive. But like now that IT may not play until January, did the Celtics knew? Of course they knew. The Cleveland knew, and they were like, you know what? We don't give a fuck. We got Derrick Rose. We got all these other players. Come in January when we need to get hot.
No. Cleveland knew. They knew all this. I'm pretty sure they knew this before they accepted the trade.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah. Of course
Facts.
they did.
But they was like, well, this is gonna come out. We might as well just act like we should get something else. So
They got like a 220. What was it, like a 2020 second round pick, Ricky? Was it something like
That's
that?
the extra. They got a second round pick, 2020.
yeah, whatever.
Well, do you think that Brooklyn pick is going to be like big?
We still got other big picks.
Oh, yeah, the Celtics have picks out their ass. But that Brooklyn pick of next year, do you think, first of all, question to both of you, do you think Brooklyn Nets are going to be that bad next year?
No.
Ricky?
No.
Do you think they're going to be, at the end of the day,
Don't ask a question. Tell me what you think.
I think them getting D'Angelo Russell, Mr. Don't follow him on Snapchat, like they're going to be not last. And did you know that they just passed that thing.
That's not for this year. That's for.
I know it's for. I know it's for
So it
next
doesn't
year.
affect the Brooklyn.
It's
pick.
not gonna affect the Brooklyn pick, but that's gonna affect after that.
Mhm.
Meaning like the top 3 are gonna have all the same percentage. Is it top 3 or top 5?
I didn't.
You
look
heard
into
this,
it
Andres?
'cause It doesn't matter.
I
for the
know about
Brooklyn
that.
pick.
Yeah, so it's
And-
like the top 3 now are gonna have the same percentage of getting the number 1 pick.
Yeah, and Celtics have one of those for the next.
I think the
for
Celtics.
2019.
Yeah, they have the Lakers pick.
which is
that-
the 2019
yeah.
pick.
But the thing about that is
That's
that if
close.
it falls between 2 and 5, they don't get it. But if
All right,
it's
fuck it, let me jump in here. So next year we have the Lakers pick. If it falls between 2 and 5,
Oh, it is next year.
which is not. It's next year.
Okay.
This year right now, which is not susceptible to the new lottery rules. If it's not between 2 and 5, we have the Sacramento pick, and then that pick. If we don't get the Lakers pick, we then get the draft rules, which makes that a better pick.
so no matter what, you're gonna get a high pick.
Yeah.
Kind of, right?
Oh,
Okay.
yes. And then they have other like.
Oh, they
random
have picks out there.
Celtics are stacked.
And they're
Ass.
gonna do more stuff to get.
All right,
more
real
picks.
quick on this Kyrie shit.
Go ahead.
So, I was with Dre when people was asking me, hey, even when the trade was reported, like Celtics, oh, this is what they would have to give up. I was like, nah, that's too much. That's too much. That's too much. But listen, Isaiah's hurt. Isaiah was gonna have to get paid more than Kyrie. So Kyrie's a better player, and he's cheaper, and he's younger. Give me Kyrie. So we just gave up Jay Crowder, who's nice, but guess what? If that's what I had to give up to get a younger, better,
I'm gonna jump in
cheaper player,
when
I'm with it.
When you're done, I'm gonna jump
I
in.
was
Go
upset
ahead.
about the Brooklyn pick, but guess what? You asked me the question: is Brooklyn gonna be nice? No, they're still gonna suck. Let's not front. Like the Brooklyn's gonna suck. It's
Yes.
probably
Oh, yeah,
gonna
but
be
it's
a
not gonna
top
suck.
8 pick.
Right.
I'm gonna say at the best it'll be like the 3rd pick, which you know what is still a great pick. But you know what? The Celtics have two top 3 picks on the roster now. They got a top 3 pick coming. We don't have the space for all these picks. So if that's what it took to get Kyrie, give me that.
Dude,
give me that.
you let
Uncle
go.
Drew.
You
Uncle Drew.
you let go. You traded away Avery Bradley. You traded away Jay Crowder. You still got Marcus Smart. Those 3 players that I just named are hustle. They're defense. Junkyard dogs. They're the type of players that you love when they're in your team and you fucking hate them when they're not on your team. And now you gave away Avery Bradley. And now you gave away Jay Crowder. Yes, you got better things back. But is your defense going to be as good? The players that you have, are they tough enough?
Hey, I can comment on trades, being a trade connoisseur. You know what I mean? A Danny Ainge.
I'll tell you what.
Go ahead.
Here's the thing with the Kyrie pick.
Go ahead.
Kyrie requires a double team every once in a while. We didn't have any other player requiring a double team.
Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas didn't require a double team.
He didn't
He was too
require
small.
when he went in.
He got trapped.
He got trapped a lot. I
Yeah.
know what you're saying though. I know what you're saying though.
No,
I get what
Kyrie requires a double team from like one end of the court to the other. Thomas didn't.
I'll agree to that. Yes. To not fight with you. Yes, you're right.
And so that just opens up for everybody else
Yes.
to make moves. And we have good players.
Oh
to
yeah,
make
Gordon
moves
Hayward
now.
obviously is a good scorer. Albert Horford. Help me out. Jalen Brown.
Albert?
Yeah, that's his real name.
Okay.
Was I not supposed to say Albert?
I'll
Do
tell you
you
what
do?
though.
Yeah.
Albert.
I'll tell you what. I saw something.
Tito. You go Tito Horford.
Niggas-
That would have been like my 5th name.
Shut up.
Go ahead.
Tito
Shut up.
Nigga said Tito Horford.
He's Dominican. I'm Puerto Rican, dude. Stop it.
And his nickname is Tito Horford, bro.
I don't care.
You thought I just made that up?
Yo, can you name me?
Yeah.
Can you name me the full Dominican players, NBA players?
I'll tell you what. Al Horford's sister could get it.
Yes.
You
Yes.
be on Twitter, Dre?
I saw that.
We all, dude. Didn't you see what she said about?
Dog, you be on Twitter like
You be on
I be on Twitter.
Yeah.
Ricky saw the 280 character like upgrade like
140
word.
yeah.
I'm just gonna be tagging these
No.
motherfuckers.
But tell me, do you know Ricky? And to you too. Tell me, name me 100% Dominican NBA players that are currently playing right now.
Cat Towns.
Yep. And Albert. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's it. The other guy was Felipe Lopez, who retired a long time ago.
Francisco Rodriguez.
Francisco Rodriguez is another one. That was it. Carmelo's like half Puerto Rican, half whatever else.
Was it JJ Barea like half something?
Puerto Rican.
JJ Barea.
Puerto Rican.
JJ Barea.
He's Puerto Rican.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, he's Puerto Rican.
But yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see what this situation
NBA is
happened.
lit, man. You talking about? I'm still on the off season. The off season was lit. All the trades. I'm pro super team. Super team makes shit dope because you know what? I don't care about the fucking Sacramento Kings. I don't
You
care
don't
if
care?
they have good players or not. I don't care if the Phoenix Suns have good players. Put all the good players on the best on like 6 teams. I'm fine with that.
Interesting. I mean, I don't know, man. I see the West is gonna be tough. The only difference is the East is a little tougher. It's really just it's always gonna come down to Cleveland and Celtics.
And we're not a. I remember having y'all at my house watching the Celtics and Kyrie just shitting undefendable. You talking about a double team, Dre? Kyrie can't be defended. It doesn't. It doesn't matter how many can't be defended. Isaiah could be defended, and that's not. You can't account for that in the playoffs. That's X's and O's for you on the Across the Board podcast. X's and O's. That's what we do. Break it down.
Baseball. What do you think? What do you see?
It's tough, man. The Red Sox just lost third game in a row. Can't clinch a fucking division for their life. It's tough, man. Honestly, baseball, it's one of these things. As I got older, I fell off. Do you still fuck with baseball the way you used to?
Not really. No, I just for certain sports, like my main thing I watch is football. Everything else I just catch for like playoffs.
I'm gonna tell you some shit. I watch, and it's actually like an issue at the house. I like to watch fucking CNN and these politics. It entertains me more than this other shit. Like I just can't help but watch it. All this shit that goes on, it's like a soap opera that I can't get enough of, and it's fucked up because it's real life. But I'll be on it though.
Yeah, man. Well, give me
Trump, man. I'm talking about Trump.
Trump is a joke.
He is obviously a joke, but I'm gonna tell you my Trump angle, my Trump perspective. Yo, my Trump perspective, and imagine this, and this is some shit people deal with. At work, my fucking everyday, regular life, 8 to 5, whatever. I'm interacting with both as with my customers and with my coworkers. I'm probably like at least 70% Trump supporters.
70? That's a lot, man.
7 out of 10.
That's a lot.
And that doesn't mean that they're fucking Charlottesville Trump supporters. That's not what we're talking about. Like we're talking about everyday, regular people that are your neighbors. But at the same time, you know what I mean? That they feel how they feel.
Do you think does that matter to you? That like does that bother you? How much does that bother you? Like honestly, honest question.
Yo, you know what bothers me? Only reason it bothers me is because I catch myself trying to play it cool. Like you gotta catch yourself as a minority. You gotta like check yourself.
Why do you have to do
You
that?
can't really show your cards.
I just think because of him, there has been a lot more people just coming out the woodworks. Like, look at all the stuff with the NFL. Like, that wouldn't have happened before. Like, sure, Kaepernick didn't kneel during Obama, but like, get him. Like, look.
The president called them assholes.
Right. Like, this is stupid.
That's why they did it, man. The president called them assholes.
I understand why they did it, dude, but they're idiots. Like, our country is a bunch of idiots. Like, where all these racist people come from?
Whoa. See, that's come from they've been here.
Right, but they weren't as open as before.
No, they're in our backyard. Swansea. Did you see that shit on the internet the other day?
Those are stupid people.
Yes.
Like, you pay money for this stuff. Like, that's when you know people don't value money like that. Like, you buy like a jersey is not cheap. Like a real good jersey is not cheap.
Yeah, man. I don't know about burning shit. Burning shit's kind of fucking wild. But I felt the same way when people were burning like LeBron jerseys. That shit is stupid.
Right.
You're idiots for doing that.
Exactly.
Fucking across the board, man. We got fucking technical difficulties across the board. We got mic checks across the board.
Elliot's playing with his mic.
You know what? Talking about across the board, man. It's been a while since we actually played some shit across the board. We haven't played spade. We didn't play a hand of spades all summer. Maybe a couple
It's
things,
tougher.
a couple
It's tougher
dominoes
to
hands.
find spades because the people who do play spades
Fourth.
with, that fourth is tough because
We always got at least 3, but we need a lot of times we're lacking a 4th.
right, and it's easier to just everybody knows how to play dominoes. So
Because we roll in the spick circle. We roll with a lot of Dominicans and Puerto Ricans, which is what we
When
are.
was the last time we got a good
So I'm with
spades
it.
game going on?
Because let's be honest, spades is a hood game.
yeah,
We've had to teach it to a few people.
well we play
Yeah.
by different rules.
Yo, I learned spades at Brighton High. Did y'all know spades before Brighton High?
No,
Or
Nope.
separate from Brighton High?
I did not. I definitely didn't.
but the people I have talked to about spades, they play with different rules. So we play a modified version.
What kind of version?
Like I just said, a modified version, like a slang version of spades.
Well, they got the rules. You got you know the 2 of hearts, 2 of clubs. Everyone like the jokers. Yeah, there's different rules, but to this day, like I said, I learned it at Brighton High.
What about dominoes? When are we gonna play some dominoes?
We need a fourth. Always need a fourth.
We should start inviting a guest to come into this shit. You know what I mean? Like we'll have a guest in the studio, and we could play dominoes while we're recording this shit.
Why don't we do that?
Cause I'm gonna do some play-by-play right now.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell
We
them
got
what's
audio
happening.
Jacks and MIDI jacks, and this podcast was flying, dude. We were recording, but right now we got stuff plugged in, plugged out. We got it's because what happened is this is Rick, and I'm working with a DJ who's a perfectionist and a fucking audio producer, you know, software, you know, aficionado in Dre. So it's a lot of equipment out here.
I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, sorry for the
Alex is
technical
messing,
difficulties. We did some shit here.
this
Like
dude's
our
just screwing
headphone,
up the whole scenario.
the headphone thing came off. Like we're getting on. Is everybody good?
Yeah.
You good, Ricky?
I haven't heard in my headphones for like 30 minutes.
Can you hear it?
I just turned on.
Oh man, yo, tell me, yo, I know, this is fucked up. Just like fucking Lonzo Ball saying, "Real hip hop."
We're going back to
Lo-
basketball.
Did you? No, it's not even basketball, dog. Lonzo Ball said, "Real hip hop is Migos."
What are the odds that was all that recorded?
Yes, it was
that
already
an
recorded.
interview.
No,
Yeah.
but I'm talking about what we just did for the last 30 minutes.
Yes,
all that
it was recorded. It was recorded. Sorry, guys, for the technical difficulties. Although you might not
We
never
should've
heard it.
definitely just paused and then started it back
It's-
up. Like seriously, this man, y'all.
It's good.
Y'all
Can you hear
can't
yourself?
see this, right? So this man Elliot was like moving around. He was all fidgety.
Well, first of all, one of our little devices just randomly turned off. It's a malfunction, so we couldn't hear in our headphones. So then I started fucking with it.
This
Like,
dude just started touching things like he.
dude,
wouldn't
I
stay
started
still.
touching this shit more than like when I last
My
time I was at
man-
the strip
I think
club.
My man decided to give me a
can't-
different
Rhode
aux
Island? You was in Rhode
plug.
Island?
Yeah, it's just
I think I got an Amazon aux plug. A cheap
yeah,
one
it was
versus
just
my
bad.
Audio Technica has got.
It's all
got-
good now, though. It's all good now. Everybody, by the way, we all drinking here some Black Label. Anybody refresher? You good, Andres?
Yo,
I
it's
mean-
crazy though. You talking about Black Label? How when the shit you get exposed to early, we talk about learning spades, and that's what we fucks with early on. Spades, well, dominoes is cultural, right? Spades was a learn. We picked that up through just our own fucking like experience. Black Label, we picked that up. We've never put it down. Like,
That's
that
right.
Just stays with it. Like, and it's
Yeah.
also that's a Dominican thing too. Like, fucking, I don't know who fucking gave Dominicans Black Label. We never put it down since then.
Not to me. My dad always drank Dewards. I think it was back.
White Label?
White label.
Well, whatever was
Doors is white.
Dewards back in the day, like even pre 2002.
Yep.
Maybe.
So that's what he was drinking.
Doors is white.
Yeah.
My father was a Barcelona.
There's also that.
Oh, Barcelona. Yeah, we didn't. Yeah. I had some of that
And
too.
Brugal Barcelona.
No, but I want to go
That
back.
would get shipped from the DR every like 2 weeks when someone would come in. They come to the house. Yo, here's your.
I want to go back to this thing that I was saying. Andres, Ricky, we're in our low 30s. When we were 21, 18, we were listening to the likes of DMX, the likes of Eminem, JC, Nas, like Nas after he got really big. So why is Lonzo Ball saying that Migos and Future is rap to him, and he doesn't know who the other guys, who to us are like our idols, music idols? Why doesn't he see that? Is it because of the age gap, or does he? I want to give him the benefit of the doubt that he has heard Nas, JC, Eminem, all that stuff. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt that he's heard it, and he still made the decision because of that.
My man's words were Nas is not hip hop.
So why did no? And let's not clown on him. Let's like really go.
No, you definitely got.
No.
That's definitely a clown.
So why do you think,
dude? You're gonna tell me Nas is not hip hop?
It's not. I'm with you. Don't give me. Hey, I'm on your side.
Clownable offense.
I'm
I
on
got you, but you can't just say.
Let's make that a fucking rule, man. Clownable offense.
Yo,
that's a clownable offense. You can't say Nas is not hip hop.
First of all, let's stop. Let's copyright that. Clownable offense is a across the board podcast fucking phrase. Copywritten. Continue.
That's a clownable offense. That's like saying Rakim, like Cool Herc. Those are not hip hop. Just because I didn't listen to it, don't mean they're not.
Correct. So why do you think he said it?
Because the man is immature. He's not thinking straight. He's not like. I'm pretty sure his dad listened to the shit.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure his dad was like in his 20s, in the 80s, so he listened to like Kool Moe Dee, Fat Five, all that stuff. So he should know better to teach his son not to say things. But we live in an age now where whatever you say, it's gonna be on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, whatever. Everything is gonna be recorded. Because back then it wasn't. That's why I want to give him the benefit of the doubt that I'm kind of contradicting myself. I want to give him. It's not
even the benefit of the doubt. He's right.
Why is he right?
He's right.
Why is he right?
He's 21. Nas is not hip hop.
He's 19. He's 19.
Even more so, he's not hip hop to him. Now, Drake,
he can't say that
from an element
but
of
he can't
historical perspective, where obviously the fact it's an incorrect statement from a fact perspective.
Ricky,
but to his life, he's not hip hop. When I was 19, I was not giving credit to fucking KRS-One, like. Even Rakim,
Ricky,
but that's fine. I'm saying
I'm about to say.
Probably could have caught me on his quote saying "fuck KRS-One, he ain't shit." You 100% would have caught me doing that.
My man, you heard some KRS-One when we were in high school.
Ricky, do you think Big is a great rapper?
Of course.
Dog. Okay, he died in 97. You were not listening to rap in 1997 or 96 or 95 or 94, correct?
Our generation.
No, answer the question. Yes
Lonzo
or no?
Ball, don't ask me a bunch of questions. You could give me opinions. When Lonzo Ball is 19 right now.
Yes.
So when I was 19, so he's
when you were 19
referring to Nas.
When you were 19, so it was 03.
It's 2017.
Yes.
Nas, real Nas.
Yes.
Illmatic came out in 96.
Yes.
That's 21 years ago.
Okay.
Before Lonzo Ball was born.
Okay.
What do you mean? So okay.
It's called YouTube. It's called YouTube. It's called YouTube. It's called Google. The same. And I'm following you.
Was born. So when we were listening to Nas, 2003, Stillmatic.
Yeah.
All right.
Lost Tapes. Then eventually.
Let me stop you. One right there.
He's supposed to give respect to an artist that he was 2 years old. When he was born. When he was hot.
My dude, listen to this. I'm
Who
not
was hot
saying
when you were 2 years old.
Who
was hot when you were 2 years old.
My dude, I'm not telling you that he didn't listen. Like, I'm not saying, oh, he's wrong because he didn't listen to it. I'm not saying he should know Nas is hip hop, because I'm pretty sure he listens to DJ Khaled. Any 19-year-old listens to DJ Khaled right now. You cannot say that's not true.
Y'all crazy, man.
You're telling me DJ Khaled is not hip with the 19-year-old.
To answer your question, yes. To answer your question, yes. But go ahead. I want to see what you're going with this.
DJ Khaled's not recent. The album before had at least 2 Nas songs.
What's your point, though?
That's hip hop. You can't just say you never heard of Nas.
You're taking this dude's words as literally as possible. Where you think Lonzo Ball literally thinks Nas is not hip hop.
I would think so. This dude is
crazy, dude.
Dude, you understand? Like, this family is about just making a media like thing.
It's all about.
He knows Nas is hip hop. He's saying it's not hip hop to him.
My nigga, you know what he's thinking in his head.
It's not hip hop to him.
And I'm gonna go back to the beginning.
And when I was 19. KRS-One was not hip hop to me either.
But you can still no. Wait, hold on. I know exactly what you're saying. He's not hip hop to you because you didn't grow with it, but you can acknowledge the fact that he was a great hip hop artist. Yes or no?
Of course.
Okay, so Lonzo Ball has to by now by the by the laws of the internet, he has to acknowledge that Nas is hip hop. It may not be hip hop to him. It may not be current hip hop to him. And I'm gonna go back to what I was saying about Biggie. Biggie died in '97. In '97, none of us would listen to hip hop. By the time we got into Biggie, it was like, and I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for you two. It was 2000, 2001. He was already been dead for 3-4 years, right? We knew about the guy. My nephew, who's 14, knows that Biggie is an ill rapper because of YouTube, because of SoundCloud, because of the internet says that he is. Although some people may not agree with it, but he reads and he reads and does his research.
What I don't like though.
No, but let me finish. So Tupac, I'm gonna publicly say Tupac is whatever to me. But I can acknowledge the fact that he made a big impact and he is hip hop. Without Tupac, there wouldn't be no other artists. I don't listen to Tupac as much as other people, but I can acknowledge the fact that he is hip hop. But I will never ever say what Lonzo Ball said. Nas is not hip hop. Get the fuck out of here. Migos is not hip hop. That's an even worse comparison. They're just. I'm not gonna say they're one-hit wonders.
Lunatics hip hop.
Yes, they were hot for a long time. For music-wise, they were hot for a long time. Migos are hot because they put songs out and they're hot for a long time. There are the current hip-hop. But don't say that Nas is not hip-hop because he is.
Y'all being some like real literal word takers.
But it is. No.
Here's the thing. He's not the only one who said something.
Oh, other people have said other things. Other people have said other things.
Both say the same thing. And then he's like, wait, I'm sorry, I said that. Let me clarify. But Lonzo is not even doing that part. He just completely just...
So here's what I don't like. I don't like old generations like us. We're the old generation. I don't like us telling the younger generation, you're wrong, we're right. Because you know what?
But I'm not saying that.
We're not saying that. We're not saying that.
I just said you can't say Nas is not hip hop.
Yeah, but you're taking that again. I'm saying that he's not meaning that literally.
But he
if
does.
If you ask Lonzo Ball, hey Lonzo, is Nas a hip hop artist? Yes, he is.
But we're never ever gonna get close to Lonzo Ball, so we can only judge him to what he said.
Crazy.
How?
I'm sorry.
Somebody you don't know said some words, and you're judging him on words you don't know he's gonna say.
Exactly.
No, you're taking the words so literally, like that he just said Nas doesn't exist. Like Nas is not even a rapper.
He said Nas is not real hip hop. Real hip hop is Migos and Future.
Yeah, that's his world.
It's fine. That's its world. But don't say.
I would have said the same quote in 2001.
No, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't have.
No, you wouldn't.
I'll tell you that.
Well, okay. In 2001, let's stay back. In 2001, who would you say it was real hip hop?
In 2001, I was listening to Eminem, Chronic 2001. I was listening to Jay-Z. Blueprint had just come out in 2001. I was listening to T.I. who had just come out with stuff. I was listening to those joints. Yes, I had Biggie in my thing. As far old school as I had Big L, I was not going back to Run DMC.
Big L's Big L's old.
No. Big L passed away in '96.
You're not understanding how old Nas is to
Lonzo Ball.
Did you listen to anything from 1982?
Yeah.
What did you listen to from?
No, but you did. But
I've heard some Rakim. I heard some KRS-One.
Rakim's not from 1982.
No. I think I know what Ricky's talking about here. So I understand that. So in 2001, you were saying those
we're
artists.
Talking about Cool Mo D, a hit.
I've heard that. We heard that.
And we don't even have to. And we don't even. And we don't even have to go that far. Okay, Ricky. Do you, and just this is hypothetical, and just put yourself back in 01, 02 when you were listening to Eminem, JC, and all those. Would you ever have said, and this is like kind of like you really have to put yourself in that mindset. Would you have said that LL Cool J was not real hip hop in 01, 02?
All right, let me.
No. Hold on. I want him to answer the question. I know it's hard to put.
I would have said Nas. All of my artists are better than LL Cool J.
Okay, but would you have?
I would have caped up for all of my favorite.
But would you have said that LL Cool J was not hip hop in 01? And I know it's hard to put yourself in that situation.
Yes, but the thing is, you guys are making it so literal where it means that they don't exist. I would have said it as more like as a diss. Doesn't mean that I think LL Cool J didn't exist. I would say it like, oh no, Eminem is the real hip hop. LL Cool J's were like whack. I
The
definitely would have
problem
said
with
that.
that is LL Cool J dropped albums in 2001.
He brought
dropped
up the
music.
LL example.
He dropped music in the 2000s. I looked it up. 80s hip hop artists because I couldn't remember off the top of my head. Public Enemy. Never heard of you?
Oh,
didn't
we
hear
heard-
any
yeah.
Public
Oh,
Enemy?
yeah.
Of course I've heard of
Popular.
it, but
No,
was
but you didn't
not
hear
listening
him
to
in
him.
high school.
Was not listening
we
to
were
him
not
in
listening.
high
I was not listening to them in high school, but I would
No.
never have said that they're not real hip hop.
Never had an album of Public Enemy.
Me neither. But I would
Run
never have said
DMC.
that they're not real hip hop.
Never downloaded an album of Run DMC. Of course I know who they are, but never downloaded an album.
NWA.
Of course, I downloaded.
That's
Yes.
late 80s, early 90s.
That's still 80s.
I'm talking about Lonzo Ball's 19.
Okay, but you asked me 82.
Correct.
And I'm said
You're going to
these are-
89. When did NWA come out?
My
NWA
dude,
was 88, 89. So
But
That's
I'm
way
saying,
different.
listen, I'm saying these are 80s hip hop artists. That's how I thought. Beastie Boys.
oh yeah, they're too popular to not know them. They're
Again,
they're
so-
too popular to
Alright,
not know
where
them.
you going? You're not
Alright.
even. You're,
But where
but-
were you going with this though? I'm sorry. I wanna know.
Eric B. and Rakim.
Oh yeah, popular.
Never listened to 'em.
We were Ricky.
You never listened to Eric
Ricky,
B. and
you
Rakim?
introduced me to
I
them.
downloaded some songs, but it's not like I was keeping up for them.
You introduced me to them.
I've heard of, and I'm not saying they suck. What I'm telling you is, in 2000, if you ask me as a 19-year-old kid, I had Eminem in my track. I had Nas. I had Jay-Z.
And so did I. And so did I.
but
But
what
I
I'm
also
saying
knew
is
about the
these-
others.
I knew about the others because
You're
they were
crazy.
on the radio. You would hear the Sugar Hill Gang on the radio.
Yes.
That was early 80s. You would tell me haven't heard that Sugar Hill
Of course,
song.
you heard it on the Jam in 94.5, the same 7 songs they would always play.
Okay, but that's still that's you knowing hip hop. You're getting introduced to older hip hop.
You guys think Lonzo Ball is that dumb that he says that he doesn't think Nas is literally not a hip hop artist?
Lonzo Ball, I'm talking to you. Prove me wrong. Until then, yes, Ricky, to your question.
That's wild. I don't think that. I think he's telling
I'm not
you.
going that he's
I
not a
think
hip
that
hop
he's
artist.
telling you, to him, Nas is not part of his hip hop life.
But dude, I'm going what he said. He said Nas is not real hip hop. That's all I'm going on. You can't say Nas is not real hip hop. That's it.
That's
That's
it.
it.
I'm with you, and I'm with you, and I'm
You
with
can't
you,
say that.
dude. That was a wash moment for him. That
That's
was
a
a
wash moment for us, man. If we're hating on the 19-year-old kid,
That
that's
was a-
wash on us. That's like someone telling you, and you know, people were saying that, by the way. 1,000,000%. People in 1998, when Eminem was coming out, they're like, that ain't hip hop. When all of our favorite artists were first coming out, everybody would tell you that's not hip hop.
I'll tell you what. I saw an interview
that
by
just-
21.
is that
I saw an
disputable?
interview by 21 Savage. He's like, "Yo, Lonzo Ball is crazy, dog. I would not say that."
and
His words.
he's the same age as Lonzo
He's
Ball,
the same age.
and he's the same age as Lonzo Ball.
His words, I would not have said that.
And I am telling you, I personally don't think his words were literal. Like Nas ain't. He's saying to my hip hop world, but whatever, man. Again, I'm just against. Even though I'm washed up, I'm old. I hate it when old people tell young people that their shit was better and your shit sucks.
But that's just his life cycle. That's just gonna happen.
But I try to hold myself against that because I know it's bias. You always are gonna like what was important to you when you were growing up. It's like people saying these movies suck or these cars. Like everything new always sucks to old people.
So you're saying you have a wash? Tell me about wash. Like, what do you mean? Like, tell me a moment about
You
it.
know what? I feel washed most of the time, but right now I feel super hip because y'all are washed.
Why are we
Hating
washed?
on fucking Lonzo Ball and Migos.
Until he proves, like I said,
Dog,
I'm on record. Until he proves me wrong, I think he's wrong. If he comes out on Instagram, Twitter,
I think
Snapchat,
it's-
on whatever, and he
I-
says Nas is real hip hop, to me that's disrespect. To me that's
you just-
disrespect.
you just-
And I'm not saying that Future is not good. I'm not saying Migos is not good. Recognize real when real is in front of your face. That's all I'm saying. And I'm out for this segment. What do you have to say about that?
Nas is not real hip hop anymore.
He's not.
Nas is
He's
hip
not.
hop of a different generation.
Tom Brady is not the best quarterback of all time.
guess so.
Nas is old hip hop generation.
All right, so
Sure.
I'm gonna
He's
tell you.
just dropping
Hip
another
hop,
album.
hip hop is in its fucking life cycle. So isn't KRS-One. KRS been dropping
I'm
albums for 40 years.
I'm gonna tell you something about, now that we're on the music topic, man. I was DJing this wedding last Saturday. It's an Asian couple, but they're Asian American, our age, if not a little bit younger. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Tell me which one, what genre of music was the most requested by them? Andres, go ahead.
Asian couple.
Asian couple, but they're American. They just, their parents are Asian, Chinese, whatever, but they're definitely Asian American. Tell me what song.
Nas.
Andres, and I'm gonna rephrase the question. And because I was DJing their wedding, tell me what was their like main dancing music that they were requesting me. Just guess. Just guess. And they're like, oh, see, you hit something, Ricky, there, and I'm gonna come back to that.
I would think like house and stuff like that.
Not so much house.
Like EDM.
Not so much. Yes, they did request that, but like, just tell me.
I can't even name types of music, dude.
Yo,
I fucking listen to,
believe it or not, they were like they were like in their mid 20s. They're like 25, 26. They were asking for a lot of NSYNC.
I can see that.
They were asking for a lot of EDM, but like popular EDM, like the Chainsmokers.
Sure.
So basically, things that we hear when you go to like Faneuil Hall, because they look like the Faneuil Hall type of people. Sure. And to me, I was like, wait a minute. This one is gonna be mad easy, because every time one of their guests kept coming up to the DJ booth and telling me, "Yo, can you play this song? Can you play this song?" 50% of the time, I already had it on cue, and I was like, "Yo, I got you. I'm gonna play Nicki Minaj, Super Bass, popular song. You and Andres, Ricky, and me will never ever probably ever hear on the radio.
I've heard that song so many times. I want to blow my brain.
Yo, and we will never ever hear that song on purpose, but they wanted to listen to it. And when I played it,
my wife's job is called the bass.
I know. And when I
all about that bass. No treble.
And you make fun of it. Well, when I play that song, then motherfuckers went crazy. Even though I hate the song, you will never ever catch me playing the song on myself. But they love the song, and it was crazy. And believe it or not, there were Chinese Americans from like Beijing. I was playing a lot of Korean pop.
I wonder if they were from a different
province.
But that's the only one.
I was playing a lot of Korean pop, although they didn't understand what they were saying. Them motherfuckers went crazy about it.
Yeah,
why do they go crazy about Korean pop? I like Korean pop.
So,
I don't know what the fuck they're saying.
Korean pop?
Oh, dude, yeah, I know.
J-pop too?
No, not so much. I haven't gotten into that yet. But Korean pop, yeah.
I can't tell the difference, but I'm gonna tell y'all some shit. Do y'all ustedes saben un bolao?
Yeah, it's like a quick job, under the table pay. Yeah.
You ever done one of those?
Yeah, dude. Yes, I have.
He lives his life like that.
Not anymore, but yes.
Well,
some of my DJ gigs, some of my DJ jobs are bolao. Yeah.
My man.
Explain what bolao is to the public, Ricky.
Please tell the IRS how is this happening?
Yeah. Like, please listen. Take notes.
The IRS is listening.
Bolao. That's Spanish word for like fly by night. And basically, what it is, like Elliot said, it's like a quick job that comes up out of nowhere. Basically, some under the table shit. A couple summers, I don't know what the fuck I was like 12. We did some bolaos with some Koreans, and they might have been Vietnamese, they might have been Japanese. All I know is they would pick me and my mom up, and we'd go do some fucking sweat labor factory bullshit, like filling letters and stamps, and they'd be playing that Japanese, Vietnamese, Korean pop, and it wasn't bad, dude. We would be driving to the middle of like Western Mass,
K-pop
and we'd be listening to some of that.
Right?
What?
K-pop is newer.
I have no idea, dude. I'm just telling you. When I was like, there was whatever Vietnamese, Japanese. I can't tell you what they were. Chinese.
Probably
That's why I'm including all of them. Cambodian. I don't know. Nah, Cambodian. I would recognize them. The music was not bad. Some lullaby shit though would put me to sleep. So it was not bad.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Korean pop and like J-pop, they're newer. Like they just started picking up steam. Like you'll have. I mean, I'll catch J-pop and Korean pop just because.
Are we gonna allow this to just be thrown out mad casually?
What?
J-pop and K-pop?
Well, J-pop is Japanese pop, which I've never heard of, but K-pop is like, I mean, I've heard like G-Dragon, Into One. It's like the song, although you don't know what the fuck they're saying, like it's pretty popular. Like it's catchy and it's fucking. I mean, they do say some English words every now and then, and it's fun, yo. Like it's like that Cardi B song. Like it's fun. It's fun. I played it even if, like a non Korean or Asian parties I played in, like people don't know what the fuck they're saying, but I'm just saying that it was funny that at that wedding, that's what they were listening to, and they went crazy for it. I do a lot of like interracial weddings, and it's just funny how like the song selections some shit that I would never play for, but because I'm a vendor to them, I'm a vendor, and I have to play what they tell me. And it's like I be playing some shit that.
Oh fuck that, man! I remember when this asshole.
What?
First guy, his like fucking no bumper ass Civic wagon.
89 Civic wagon with no back bumper.
Before he was even a DJ Ness.
Yeah. Tell him, Ricky.
Don't touch the radio. Pull the car over. You want to get the car?
Why is that?
You want to get the car?
Why is that?
Asshole.
Listen, man, I was all about my music, though. You have to have the passion for it. And I had a passion for it. And yes, I butted in when I shouldn't have butted in and play music at parties that I shouldn't have been putting music on. But I just love the shit. I love this shit.
My man will see a fucking receiver and like, yo, I got this.
Yo, it's like you were with me the whole time. Yo, yes.
My man will walk.
Yes.
He would show up to a party, look at the receiver, find fans, put fans on the receiver, and be like, yeah, I'll take care of it. I got this.
You're 100% correct, Andres, man. Like,
my man used to walk around. My man used to DJ parties, right?
Yeah.
He had his own like audio receiver.
Yes.
And he had a fan in the trunk for
Tell
the
him.
audio receiver.
Tell him.
Because the audio receiver would get too hot, so he had to put the fan on top of it so it doesn't get hot.
Hey, Ricky's been to one of those house parties with DJ, man. Dude, Ricky, you ever been to a hooky party where you hook school and like at 11 a.m. you went to someone's house and just play music and just dance reggaeton for like 2 hours?
The Fridays, man.
It's the shit, dog. It was the shit. Do you think kids nowadays do that? Do you think? Well, youth would think with the technology.
I don't want to know.
No, wait. Do you think that with the technology you have now, that you can play any kind of song from your phone, and it's so easy to connect to a wireless, a Bluetooth, or even a battery-powered speaker that you can have a party anywhere? Do you think that they're doing that now? Because back in the day when we were doing house parties and like ditching schools, we had to have power. We didn't all have cell phones, and actually we did. We was like the beginning of the cell phone era. But it's not like we had music there. We had to carry CDs, or the house that we went to had to have those CDs, and you had to put them in, and like fucking you didn't. It wasn't as easy as it is now.
Damn, and I thought my segment was the washed up segment of the week. Bro, you guys sound washed up as fuck. Praising all of this old G shit.
It is, but it's
I'm
fucking.
not praising anything.
On your phone,
I am not
any song you want to
praising
listen
this.
to is the shit.
I am
It's
not
nice.
praising
Fuck
this.
CDs.
Oh,
I'm
look.
just
I am.
let him ramble. 'Cause
I'm not
praising this.
I'm not.
Fuck CDs.
I'm not denying
I am not
technology.
I was the
co-signing.
MP3 guy.
I'm not.
I
Ricky.
was the first in the class with an MP3 CD player.
I can second that. You were
was-
Ricky. You were the shit technology wise. You had the illest cameras. You had the illest MP3s.
And I'm telling you,
Thanks,
fuck
Circuit
all
City.
of that. Yo,
Yeah, circus.
what's the amount of time where you can't get arrested for shit? Because I stole all of that.
Did
shit.
how much did you steal from Circuit City, Ricky?
Not a lot.
The statute of limitations is probably over.
Statue. That's the word I was looking for.
Since
Yeah, I
Circuit
stole that
City
shit.
is
That
no
MP3
longer
CD
around.
player stole it. Mini disc player stole it.
Who's gonna sue you?
I stole two MP3,
Circuit City?
At least two MP3 CD players. At least two.
Yo, I got banned from
This
the walk.
this man never stole anything.
MP3 CD
Gave it
players
to the
in
hood.
cars had those. Yo, fuck all that. Ellie, we don't even got CDs. You got a CD book in your car?
Dude, no, not since like
So
07.
stop sweating that, man.
I'm not sweating. I'm just reminiscing from the past. I'm just reminiscing from the past.
Man,
Another thing from the.
saying like, I wonder if these kids. Nah, man, these kids.
So what are they doing?
These kids are playing Bluetooth off their shit to their fucking stereo.
All I'm saying.
And getting the
No.
party popping in like 5 seconds.
And that's all I'm asking for. Are they still doing those parties though? You think so?
Oh,
There's definitely
So
parties.
you're telling me that your son, when he's 14, he's gonna be grinding, ditching school.
Bro, by the time my son's 14, it's gonna be like virtual head. Like, it doesn't even matter.
Yo, Andres, tell me one of your best experiences from like a house party that we went to.
My man, I'm not going down this road with you. this is a long road.
It is a long.
another segment.
It is a
in
long
another
road.
podcast.
It is a long
This
segment.
is not where we're going.
It is not. Where
But I will answer a question Ricky has brought up
go ahead.
before. Bitcoin.
What the fuck is Bitcoin?
Bitcoin is cryptocurrency. Basically, it's a math equation that gets solved. Depending if you get solve it, you get money for solving it. But because they're so high, like they're very complex math equations, you need a lot of computer power to find the answer for it. Before, people used to just build for CPUs, which are, your AMDs, your Intels, all you people will see like, oh, it has a Intel i7 or has this AMD Ryzen. Yeah, that's no longer the case. People have learned GPUs, which is the graphics processor, is faster, and you could buy multiple of it, and it'll get you the answer. And obviously, the more answers you get for a math problem, the more money you get. The main reason it's so popular is because it is personal money. Usually, what you end up having is you carry around on a hard drive your money, and you have a code that unlocks it. And with that code is how you could transfer money to other people. And the reason it's so popular is because it's anonymous money. So you could
a video podcast that have like a little timer on the bottom of the shit, like a little clock.
Why?
Just to see the explanation.
I mean, you wanted to know.
No, it's interesting. I did not know what Bitcoin was, though.
So,
keep going, though. Keep going.
Anonymous money is basically I could give Elliot money, but nobody knows I gave Elliot money. Only me and Elliot knew that. Yeah, but Elliot doesn't know who I am. I don't know who Elliot is.
So how is that any different than you just handed me $80 in cash?
Because we never seen each other.
Okay, so it's like you transfer me money, but no one. So who knows?
All I know is let's say you just gave me a pin.
Okay.
That's a number.
Yep.
That's all I know of you.
I just know millionaires, like not even billionaires, are asking that question. Billionaires, like
so who would
Mark Cuban is like, should I be thinking about Bitcoin in terms of like, should I be putting assets into it, meaning buying Bitcoins?
The only reason Mark Cuban's thinking about that,
Bitcoin is a marketplace.
The only reason
it's a stock market.
But who is using Bitcoin? Who are actively Bitcoin users?
Bitcoins have been being used for a long time.
Of currency.
I understand that, but who's using Bitcoin? Because I'm not, you're not, and you're not. Who's using Bitcoin?
Do you not remember the whole Silk Road thing that happened like 10 years ago?
Yeah, I know that.
No, you don't. Well, I don't.
I mean, I vaguely remember that.
No idea.
No, but I didn't know Bitcoin had anything to do with that.
That's how you buy things on Silk Road. You have to buy it with Bitcoin.
I didn't know that.
Bitcoin is a form of currency. You can buy and trade Bitcoins.
So the problem with Bitcoin is one Bitcoin could cost a lot of money. Like you can have one.
It's real. First of all, Bitcoin is real dollars.
No, Bitcoin is not real.
No, it's not.
There's nothing behind it.
That I know. It's not.
You're talking about tangibly. In order for me to own a Bitcoin, I have to pay for it.
No, that's also wrong. I'm telling you.
So how do I get a Bitcoin?
You solve the math equation.
I think you could pay for it.
You could, but that's not the only way. Is what I'm telling you.
But that's how people are doing it.
Your exact words were the only way I could get a Bitcoin is I have to pay for it, and I'm telling you, no. You solve a math.
But anyway, that is what point. My reason for bringing this shit up is money's going away. This shit's fucked up. It's like monopoly money.
Right.
That's my only point.
But you can also throw away that money.
Yo, it's make believe. That's my whole thing. It is fucking make believe.
Right, but it goes up and down.
So it's variable. So I can send you one Bitcoin and it can be $10, and I can send him.
You send me one Bitcoin, it could be $1,000.
Yeah, it could be anything. So I'm saying, like, I can send you one Bitcoin.
US dollars. When you say $1.
Yeah. So I can send you.
Bitcoin is worth more than one.
Yeah. So I can send you one Bitcoin, and to the naked eye it could mean whatever, but to me and you it can mean 10,000. And I can send you one Bitcoin and it can mean $1, right?
No, it will be the same amount at that day.
Oh, okay.
It's like stocks.
Okay.
Prices. It just could go.
It's whatever it's worth that day. One
at
Bitcoin.
That moment.
Okay.
Yes.
It's the same as a currency, like un peso. Y'all never been to DR?
I've been, yeah. Un peso. Like, yeah, it changes.
Peso,
like
get them peso hoy.
Like 35.
37.
Like $1 is like 37 pesos. Yeah.
To get the most that you want to get.
Yeah, I know about that. So Bitcoin is like that.
It's a currency.
It's just anonymous currency, basically, right?
There's no. So
it doesn't have the tangible. Like at least the stock market has a company like behind it. Like Bitcoin, it's like you said, like fucking something about an equation. I don't know how the fuck they value it.
So yeah, so it's an equation. You solve it. You show the proof that you solved it, and you get a certain percentage because you solved it. And you have to save it to a hard drive. The main thing I know this is because there's a famous story about there was a person in France who had, I think he said, 1,000,000 Bitcoins or like 1,000 Bitcoins on a hard drive, and he threw it out the window. So he lost all that money.
I heard about that.
And then, but the main thing is you want to talk about is solar power. Are you getting solar power in your house?
Are you guys getting solar power in your house?
I want to.
Is it that easy to get solar, like solar panels?
It's easy, but the problem is you have a lot of own money thinking they don't want to. You have people who like control the electric company, and they have found a staple in it, but they don't want to release it. So it gets hard to get certain things.
No, I mean, I'm not a homeowner, but like, can you get Mass Safe to come to your house and like do a survey and say that you can or cannot get solar panels, like just the way that your house is facing the sun?
You can always get solar panels.
You can always get it no matter what?
Yes.
You don't have to pass or like a test or whatever?
No, it's just depending on how...
Same thing with you, Ricky?
It all depends on how much sun you get.
It's like...
How much it's worth to you.
Based off of your roof, your house positioning, and all of that shit. Like how much sun you get.
So if your house is not facing east when the sun is rising...
They can make it face because you could drive by many houses.
It's more about the roof.
It's more about if your roof can handle it.
Have you tried to get solar panels?
I haven't had the...
Have you, Ricky?
Well, two things. There's some... No.
Okay. Do you want that?
Yo,
the thing about, do you want it? Nah, man. Tell you the truth, nah.
Why not? You're sending back. You're lowering your electricity bill, and you're sending back energy to the plant.
You gotta buy all that shit, man. You gotta either buy.
I know you do. Or
you can have the fucking people like you can rent the solar panels.
You don't want.
You can lease the solar panels.
Right.
Would you do?
You pay less. You don't pay anything up front, but then you have to pay the monthly. But it can be covered by they're going to be getting free electricity, so you can offset the cost, and it basically for my house it basically becomes a wash, and it's too much trouble.
It's not worth it.
It might be, man, but
it's probably worth it.
How about for you on this? Is it worth it?
Yeah.
Have you had the survey?
I haven't had the survey. People in this neighborhood have it. Like you'll see, like if you drive by my neighborhood, you'll see a bunch of people have it. It does change how much money you spent on an electric bill because. Like we use a lot of electric in ours, but here's
Project Solar Google.
But here's the kicker: is depending on where you live. Sometimes, let's say for instance, if there's a blackout in this neighborhood, right now, house next to me has no light. House the other side has no light, but I have light because my solar panel charged a battery.
Has been conserving energy for this case.
I'm running off a battery.
Can you, and you guys will know more of this than I do. Let's say for the whole day it's been really sunny and your battery is really charged up. Can you technically or physically charge another house plus yours?
So what happens is when you have solar panels is all the excess electricity gets fed back to the electric company.
Yeah, I know. But it's like
So you're feeding the neighborhood.
I know. But I'm just saying, like, if there's a way that
you don't want to mess with that.
I know. I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, like, can you like make a feed so it can, if the power goes out for a hurricane or whatever, and like you can feed your neighbor and like, but you really have to like really go out your way and like really be really specific. That's really too specific, right?
Yeah, that's just something you had to agree to before like anything. Like that's like dealing with high voltage.
Some private solar panel.
Yeah.
Solar panel that's just yours.
You're talking about a solar farm.
Yeah, and it's like charging your battery and charging your neighbor's battery. Like, is that even possible?
I'm sure it's a solar farm.
I'm sure
it's land.
That's what I'm saying. Like a farm where like your neighbor and your neighbor, his neighbor can feed off of that.
I mean, there's people in New Hampshire that do that.
Is that legal or illegally?
It's legal because if you buy the solar panel, you're able to do it. I mean, people there's houses in New Hampshire that can't get electricity. Like they live in such remote area,
Yeah.
they don't get
I have-
electricity.
But how would they get electricity?
On my deck, I have solar caps on my deck, which are on their own source of electricity. They charge their own little LED light, and
Right.
they turn on when they feel
I
like
have
it.
them outside too.
So what I'm saying is, you can do that on a. You're asking about doing that on a fucking large scale.
Yeah, that's what I
Putting
mean.
that-
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
People
do that.
have created their own electric company.
You got fucking acres, Elliot?
No.
I mean, you could. I mean, you just get some land in New Hampshire, make yourself a solar.
Solar panels
I'm not
on
moving to
your
New
roof
Hampshire.
Is in agreement with the electric company to where you're basically you're gonna use it. You're gonna get credit for using it for you're gonna sell them the solar. You're pulling the solar in for them.
Yeah,
I know. So it's like
See,
did you know that it's illegal to collect rainwater?
no, it ain't.
It's illegal to collect rainwater.
No, it's not.
Well,
I
then
can tell you not,
why not?
because Emerson collects rainwater. They have a rainwater collector on their roof.
Well, I think I said it wrong. I think it's illegal for like an individual like us to just collect rainwater and like either resell it or do something about it. I think
You
I'm right.
have to purify that water. You can't just drink it. You could collect rainwater, but you have to do a type of cleaning of the water. That's the
What
thing.
is what is that? What is cleaning of the water?
Well, like cleaning the water, like because
Yo,
rainwater
what
is not
it that
clean.
you Googled?
What happened?
What is it that you Googled?
What do you
Just
mean?
now?
Yeah.
I didn't Google anything.
So that just came off the top of the dome?
Yeah.
That rainwater is illegal?
Yeah, it's something that's been like in my mind for like 5 years. I forgot where I.
It's definitely not.
I think I
illegal.
heard it in the Discovery Channel, some shit like that. I know it's like some shit that I just think
Rainwater
of.
being illegal is on your dome?
That's not illegal because I know for a fact Emerson College collects. Like you could see it on like Google Maps.
That is not a statement of fact, though. That doesn't make his statement false. The fact that your Emerson collects rainwater doesn't make it legal.
Why? What? Why would a college?
I'm taking a court of law. You did not prove him wrong.
What?
That makes no sense, dude.
No, I could do whatever I want, whether it's illegal or legal. That doesn't make me doing it. Doesn't make it legal or illegal.
No, I know.
It's a case that the state of Massachusetts knows because we are getting because there's all the
I don't think
certification
it's
for the
illegal.
green.
I think he's wrong. I think this shit is fuck. I could put a rain barrel on my gutter right now and use it to feed a sprinkler, and I plan on doing that shit next year.
You know what's illegal?
That shit's not illegal.
You know what's illegal?
But us telling an anecdotal story doesn't make it legal.
You know what's illegal? What Louisville and Rick Pitino just got into. Like, honestly, yo, like, do you think that shit doesn't go around in every sport, collegiate sport, sorry for my pronunciation, that these boosters are paying these high-level recruiters to come to a specific school? Rick Pitino just fucking, he had to like, quit his job. They were
He
paying
didn't quit his job. He got pretty much fired.
Well,
dude.
yeah, pretty much. Yes, you're right on this. Yes, he got fired because they were paying this kid $100,000. Like, how does that shit? Like, how does that happen and not go unnoticed? I remember like a few years ago, Ricky, you can attest to this. Like, it was a 30 for 30 where Rashad McCants, an NBA player who went to North Carolina State, he said that, hell no, I didn't go to fucking class. No, I didn't go to any class, and I stayed in that school. Well, he stayed for like 2 years, Ricky. And he went to the NBA. Like, that shit is a fucking scam. Like, all these players that go into to college, you don't think they're getting paid somehow? Like, Rick Pitino, you don't think that he knows that for him to go out there and hard recruit, like, there's no money involved? Like, listen, man, you come to this school, I'll give you like 10 grand. Like, just pay your money off, like the house or whatever. I'll give you like, we'll pay you, you can have this little car real quick, like 2017, like it's not an ill car, but 2017 Nissan Murano, whatever. That's some illegal shit, some booster shit that's been happening. And it happens all the time. It's just the few people that get caught, like Rick Pitino. It sucks that he had to get caught and he got fired, quit, whatever it is, but it sucks. Like, that shit goes on in college all the time. I have a question for you. Do you think that collegiate are like athletes like football, basketball, you think they should get paid or not?
Yeah.
Why do you think they should get paid for playing a collegiate sport where they're supposed to be in school? We all know they don't go to classes. We all know that they're in it for like 1 year. They're gonna make it the NBA, the NFL, whatever. Do you think that they should still get paid for playing a sport?
The main reason they should get paid for playing the sport is because you have to look at all the rules the NCAA puts down.
What do you mean?
And the money that the NCAA makes from them playing sports.
Dude, they make a lot of money. You
Right.
telling me that Kentucky doesn't make a lot of money?
So-
Kentucky's like in the Final Four every time. Calipari, but sorry to cut you off, but they do make a lot. The school makes a lot of money. TV deals, and they're always on ESPN and all that shit. And I'm wondering, like, I'm not disagreeing with you that they shouldn't get paid, but why should they get paid?
So here's the thing, like there's a story that just came out maybe a couple days ago about this kid who started his own company,
Yeah.
right? So he started his company. He's on YouTube or whatnot, but he's also a swimmer for a school. Like he's in like he's doing like their tournaments and stuff. You know, like he's really doing it. And the NCAA goes, yeah, you got to choose one. Either you'll be in tournaments or you can't do your company. Pick one. Because you can't make money off you playing a sport for the school.
Yeah.
So, like right there, that's stupid because the kid made his own company. He's funding himself because you don't know what kind of things this kid's going through. You can't.
What is
All right,
that?
boys, it's time to go into the 3-minute drill because this episode has been going on for like 10 fucking hours.
But hold on, let Anders finish his thought though. Let Anders finish his thought.
I mean, forget it, dude. Like this dude just interrupts people.
Yeah, go ahead, go on, Anders, finish.
I'm done.
No, go ahead.
I'm done. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore.
No, go ahead, man.
It's-
No,
I
no,
wasn't listening.
well,
I'm
basically,
sorry.
basically,
That's fine.
Not listening.
basically, what I was saying
I was
is
Googling
like,
some shit.
like, I mean, should they get paid? They bring a lot of money to the school, TV deals. Like I watch March Madness. Like I bet on March, like the NCAA bracket and all that stuff. Should they get paid? I think they should get paid a little bit, not a lot. We all know that most of those students are going to go to the NBA draft. They're going to go to like international or whatever. They're not going to stay there long unless you go to one of these, you know, like Wisconsin or fucking BYU where they stay 4 years to get the degree and whatever. And you can be, and you know, you can just say, fuck it, I'm going to stay 2 years. You can be a la Larry Fitzgerald, where at the age of 34, he went to University of like, you know, Phoenix and got his degree, like his, you know, he promised his mom, and he did it. But I'm not saying they shouldn't get paid, but they shouldn't get paid a lot. But so that's just my thought.
I paid for school, man. Fuck them.
Yeah, but you weren't an athlete though.
I know that. And
Okay.
They didn't have to pay, so I think they already got paid.
Okay,
But not all of them don't have to pay.
they don't all have to pay.
Some of them have to pay to be in school, and they play
We're
sports.
talking about scholarship athletes.
No, we're just talking about athletes.
Athletes at all, overall athletes.
Yeah.
That's too big. That's you're talking about 2 million students enrolled. That's too big. Well, the only people that are in the conversation of should they get paid or not, we're talking about scholarship Division I athletes.
Yes.
So you think if someone plays volleyball for Division III, they're in the same conversation as a Division I football player?
Why not add them on?
I mean, are
They're that
they
good.
playing in tournaments?
Well, Division III.
Are they playing in tournaments? Is the school being recognized? Is there trophies being?
If you gotta pay,
scholarship.
if you gotta pay one, you gotta pay them all. If you're talking about Division,
is the government body NCAA?
Yeah.
if you gotta pay one, you gotta
That's
pay
all
them
I'm
all.
saying.
You gotta pay them all.
Speaking of paying them all,
Go ahead.
y'all need to get a big fucking payout. Shout out to Dre and Elliot, Jags in London. Best fucking call.
Oh, yeah,
I've
last
ever
week?
heard
Yeah, you're
on
honest.
my 32
honest.
years on Earth.
Yeah, we just
Told
tapped
you,
on that.
yeah.
We just tapped.
Very airwaves. I just quickly, I was just like, Ravens. That was my pick. I said Ravens.
Why did you pick the Ravens though?
And-
I'm asking for real. I'm asking for
So
real.
they were the whole
Why is
team.
obvious, man? Why did Vegas have them favored by like 8.5 points? Because it was the obvious pick. You guys didn't go with the obvious pick. You guys went with the Jags in London.
I mean, and I'm not saying just go against the obvious pick. I just really thought and I'm gonna say this in quick words, they don't have a passing game. They don't have a running
Hey,
game.
listen. I
They
brought this up for you guys to take your victory lap. You don't gotta defend yourself.
Hey man,
I know.
Take a fucking bow.
Hey,
I know.
One time for me.
I'll do this.
Thank you.
The Jags are beasts in London.
Dre's been getting
Dude,
all
they're
kinds
three-
of shit on
yo,
the chat though.
They are
Dre,
three.
you've been getting all kinds of shit. From
They
the
are
Hall of
three-
Fame Flacco.
Yo, hold on. They are 3-0 in London, and for those who
3-1.
don't, 3-0.
3-1.
Who did they lose to in London?
They lost their first game in London.
Well, they still have a good record. And for those who don't know, and we said on the last podcast, us three are in the same football league, and Rick is the commissioner. And Anders is getting so much shit because he did not say, but he hinted at the fact that Joe Flacco should
Why are
be.
you mad soft? He said Joe Flacco is a Hall of Famer.
No, he did
No, the
not
question
say
was,
it.
You
He
don't think Joe Flacco is a Hall of Famer?
Anders, let's be real. No, sorry, Ricky, let's be real. He said, you don't think, he said and typed, and we have history of this, he said, do you not think that Joe Flacco is a Hall of Famer? Now, I'm on your side, Ricky. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer yet. So, sorry, Anders, about that. But he asked the question. But because he asked the question is because he already knows that in his mind that Joe Flacco is a Hall of Famer, which he is not.
I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
He
but
has
I think
been.
He has made accolades
Oh yeah,
to be taught.
he's been in the playoff every single year since he's been
I'm
in,
not saying
and he
he's
has one ring. Yes,
He has a ring.
yes, he does.
I'm not saying he's
Fine.
first ballot.
And I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback, but he's not a Hall of Famer.
He's not a Hall of Famer.
You know who is a Hall of Famer?
Who's a Hall of Famer? Please don't say Tom Brady.
TB12. Undisputed, two-time defending AFC Offensive Player of the Week, 10 touchdowns over the last 2 weeks. Elliot, he just beat you single-handedly in fantasy. Who you got? Carolina at New England. New England favored 10.5. Who you got?
Carolina has not, in the 3 games that they have played, they have not scored more than 19 points. I am going with the Patriots by a lot of
You
points.
taking the points?
Oh, I am taking the Patriots.
Giving the points.
The Patriots are going to score like 97,000
You're
points.
giving the points, taking
Yes,
the Pats.
yes, I am. Andres, what are you taking?
Let's see. Carolina's
New
run.
England at home.
Let's see. We have.
Dude, just take Patriots.
Let me
It's
say.
the
Let
battle
me.
of-
My motherfucker over here gave an explanation for all this
Just
thing he said.
Just take the
Two and
Patriots.
one.
We have no Cam Newton playing like Cam Newton. He's playing like trash. Their run game is trash. Their secondary is trash. Their secondary is complete trash.
No, yes. I was saying about the run game, but yes, they're trash, yes.
Who you
It's
got?
the Pat.
Who you got?
It's the Pat.
It's the Pats. Give the points. I picked up the Pats defense this week. It's a smash. New Orleans, Miami. New Orleans favored by 3 on the road.
Who's home?
Miami.
They're playing in London too at 9:30 a.m. on Sunday.
Accurate, my bad. That's a London game. Miami's the home team, but that's a London game.
I mean, fuck. Jay Cutler played a bad game.
Make a pick.
New Orleans by like 7.5.
New Orleans 1-2.
New
Miami
Orleans.
1-1.
New Orleans. Andres, what do you got?
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
It's gonna be a shootout. So I feel like it's gonna be a shootout, and I feel like Dolphins have the better
Brees
receivers.
overrated. Drew Brees, Sean Payne. They.
I'm not saying they're overrated.
I am. I'm saying it. I'm saying they're kind of overrated. They've had 4 or 5 straight bad years. I'm going Miami. So Buffalo at Atlanta. Atlanta 3-0. Atlanta favored by 9. Buffalo traveling to Atlanta. Dre, who you got?
Who was Buffalo and who? Atlanta.
Hotlanta, the Falcons. Matt Ryan, Julio Jones.
Versus who?
Who's at home?
Atlanta's at home facing Buffalo.
Yeah, I think
Favored by
I'm
9.
taking Atlanta. That stadium's nice. They want to show off that stadium. They're gonna play like gods.
Dre got Atlanta. Ellie, who you got?
King of Diamonds.
I got Atlanta.
King of Diamonds.
Battle of the AFC North bottom dwellers. We got Cincinnati and Cleveland. Elliot, who you got?
Look, we all clown on Cleveland, this sucky ass
pick.
team. Cincinnati's what?
0-3.
0-3.
0-3 versus 0-3.
Cleveland gets their first win.
Oh shit.
Kaiser throws for 2 touchdowns. Duke Johnson goes for 100+ yards.
I'll take the Browns.
Browns.
Wow. Bengals are favored by 3. I'm taking the Bengals. Bengals are not gonna go 0-4.
You sure?
Bengals.
They're gonna go 0-4. They're gonna drop that quarterback like a bad habit.
Let him. Next episode, we're gonna laugh at him.
Bengals. I was right. If someone's keeping track of these picks, I was probably.
Hey,
wrong.
write them
That's
down.
what it was.
Write them down. We're gonna write them down.
Just
It's
All right,
gonna.
Elliot, we're going to you on this one. LA, the Rams, Visiting Dallas. Who you got?
I'm gonna say the Cowboys. No more comment, Andres.
Ooh, that's a
Andres
tough one.
has the LA Rams defense facing me this week, by the way, so he's gonna say the Rams.
But
he really knows deep
Dallas
down
is
the
favored by
Cowboys is
7.
gonna win.
Dallas is favored by 7.
I'm gonna say the Rams.
See, they're favored by
because
7 too much. In the pool that I bet on, they favored by like 7.5, and I picked the Rams to like.
I'm taking the points, but I'm picking the Cowboys to win.
Andres, you haven't picked yet.
I said I'm taking the Rams. I don't think.
You think the Rams are gonna win?
Yes.
Okay, it's on record.
Give the Rams to Dre. Detroit, Minnesota. Ellie, who you got?
Minnesota.
If Sam Bradford plays, I'm
NFC
picking.
North.
If
Bradford's out. He's already
Bradford's
out.
Okay. Oh, Detroit.
Dre, who you got?
I'm gonna call the referees, giving it away from the Lions and giving it to Minnesota.
I got Detroit.
Ball statement.
Detroit should be 3-0. They're about to be leading the division. Jets, Jacksonville. Ellie, who you got?
I gotta keep going with Jacksonville, man. I gotta ride it high, man. Gotta ride it high. Jets suck. They don't have any offense.
I
Once
would put Jacksonville 3-1 go ahead, Dre.
I'll take Jacks. Their
Jacksonville gonna-
defense is actually
they're pretty
strong.
good.
And what does the Jets have?
Well, hold on. The only thing that I'm gonna say is that they need to switch from McCown to Hackenberg. Next pick.
Jacksonville, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. AFC North. Who
Fuck.
you got?
That's always a fucking battle, man. But I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh. It's always a battle. Where's the home game? Who has home?
Baltimore's at home. Pittsburgh's favored by 3 on the road.
Fuck, man. I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh, but that game is gonna be crazy.
I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh, but I think Ravens are just gonna be too worried about this man's statue being torn down.
Yeah, Pittsburgh. Who do you got, Ricky?
Home team doesn't matter in this matchup, so I'm going Pittsburgh. They're the better team.
All right, we all agreed on Pittsburgh then.
Tennessee, Houston. Houston's on at home facing Tennessee.
Fucking shit,
Houston.
man. They don't have Corey.
Dre got Houston. Ellie, who you got? Make it quick.
They don't got Corey Davis. Fuck, man. I'm gonna go Tennessee. Mariota throws for 4 touchdowns.
I'm going Tennessee, the better team. Tennessee's the better team.
Andres?
He went Houston. San Francisco, Arizona. Ellie, who you got?
Arizona gets their first. San Francisco gets their first win.
That's at Arizona. Arizona favored by 7.
San Francisco
If
gets.
that's what you think, Elliot, I'm gonna make an interjection. Elliot, if you feel things like that, real bet. You can get 7 points. Put a bet on San Francisco. That's money, real money.
$50 for San Francisco gets the first win.
If you give me 7 points, if you give me the Arizona 7,
Nope,
I'll take
no.
Arizona.
I'm doing straight up win or
So
loss.
then do that against Vegas.
No, I'm doing it against you. Fuck Vegas.
is giving you
No.
7 free points.
No.
I'm pulling up on you, digga.
No, I'm pulling up on you, like Andres said.
So give me the 7.
Nope. Win or loss. I'm
That's-
50 on San Francisco.
Dre, Arizona, San Francisco. We gotta go quick here.
San Fran.
Let's go. Lightning round. I got
I'm a-
Arizona. Philly, Chargers. Elliot, who you got?
Carson Wentz going to go off Philly.
I call Philly.
I got Chargers. Giants, Tampa Bay. Who you got?
Tampa.
Man, this is the week that everyone's going to get their first win. Giants.
That's why I got the Giants too. First win. Oakland, Denver. Game of the week, in my opinion. Oakland at Denver. Denver favored by 3. Game of the week.
Who do you got?
I have Denver.
Sorry, Trevor Simeon's time is off. Oakland by a lot of points.
Carr's gonna show something.
Who?
Carr.
Oh, D. Carr?
D. Carr. He's gonna show something, but I think that defense is gonna show something else.
Oakland by a lot of points. Who you got, Ricky?
I got Denver. Denver's is too veteran.
No
the
fly
defense
zone.
is too.
No fly zone? Fuck
No
that.
fly
No fly
zone.
zone.
Season.
You say
Seattle,
that.
Indianapolis, Sunday night game of the week.
Indy.
Woo!
Damn, nigga.
Why?
Whoa. Please. Why?
I just think
Brissett?
I like Brissett.
That's a Brissett pick.
I like Brissett.
Okay, the only thing I'll say is that if Doug Baldwin plays, Seattle. If Doug Baldwin doesn't play, I'm still picking Seattle, but I would not be surprised if Indianapolis wins.
I don't
Because
like
of a wide receiver.
Seattle either way.
I don't like Wilson. Something about Wilson I don't like.
Something smells.
Fantasy Wilson
Something
sucks.
yeah, something about Wilson just terrible.
Fantasy Wilson sucks.
All right, I got Seattle, but you know what? I'm with Dre. If Brissett pulls it out on a Sunday night, I would. I'm not gonna be surprised. But I still got Seattle. So we're moving on to Monday night. We got Washington visiting Kansas City, 3-0. They beat the Patriots. Everyone's giving them the best team in the league right now. 3-0 Kansas City, hosting Washington, favored by 7.5 points over the NFC East leaders.
They're not. They're 7.5 is too much.
Who's gonna win on this? Barbecue's gonna win.
I got Kansas City, but I would not give the points.
I would give the points to the Pigs, the Redskins.
So you would take Washington.
Nope.
And the points.
The points Washington.
So you would take the points.
The win.
So basically, you'd bet Washington, but you think Kansas City's gonna win.
The Pigs. The Barbecue's gonna win. Kansas City Barbecue's gonna win.
I think Kansas City's gonna win, but I would not bet the 7.5.
I wouldn't bet the 7.5.
Points if I was Washington.
Kirk Cousins is crazy during garbage time, and Andres, I'm sorry. You need. Not sorry, but you need to start Terrell Pryor. This is the
Too late. He put Beasley in.
He can change one of his wide receivers. He can change one of his wide receivers.
I have no receiver that played.
Yeah, so he can change them. I'm just telling you.
So the real matchups that matter. We talked about the NFL matchups. We'll try to keep score for y'all going into next week. Maybe we'll keep a tab. But the real matchups that really matter. Who you got?
I got Chiefs.
The first rounders
only
versus the fuckery fuckers.
I'm saying Chiefs.
Well, hold on, Ricky.
Who you got?
Ricky.
Fuckery fuckers or first rounders?
Ricky, tell these people who is in your roster and how did you get these people? Who's your quarterback?
Just an average line.
Who's your quarterback?
This is nobody special.
Who's your quarterback?
Nobody special.
Who's your quarterback?
A-Rod. Nobody special.
Okay, who's your number one wide receiver?
There's nobody.
Who's your number one wide receiver?
Crabtree.
It's not Crabtree, by the way.
Wide receiver number one is Crabtree.
Wait, hold on. So Aaron is your quarterback. Who's your number one wide receiver?
JJ.
Time out. Before we get it, who's the number one wide receiver for Oakland?
Amari.
Crab. The Crabs. It's the Crabs. Right now, it's the Crabs.
No, who is designated number one wide receiver?
Amari Cooper.
Okay, explain that to John. Will y'all get a chance?
Man, that's like another podcast. But no, Ricky got a stacked team, though. This is the only thing that I'll say about Ricky's fantasy team. Aaron throwing the ball. JJ catching.
You got to clarify that. I'm fucking around. That ain't JJ Nelson, y'all. That's not JJ.
We're talking about Julio Jones or Julio Jones for the Americans. Who's your second wide receiver?
Hold on, Elliot. Who's the best quarterback in fantasy?
This year?
In period. Just stack it.
Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan.
Okay.
Wait, Matt Ryan. We're talking about Matt Ryan. Wait, in fantasy points. Wait. Be more specific though.
Who's being drafted in the number the number one quarterback?
What year? Like over this year?
This year.
It should be Matt Ryan. Then Matt Ryan, Tom Brady.
Let's not have this because Matt Ryan was not drafted the number one quarterback.
No, he was.
And Brady and Rodgers.
No. That's because among us. But who was
rankings?
Yeah.
Ryan was not first.
He should be first though.
But he wasn't.
Okay, that's opinion
You're
versus
giving your own ranking.
Yeah, opinion versus opinion. Yes.
All right, fuck it. So you just blew my shit away. What I was gonna try to say is I have the number one ranked quarterback, the number two receiver, Antonio's number one. And
Ricky has Aaron Rodgers. Ricky has Julio Jones. Ricky has Le'Veon Bell. There it is. He has 3 number one first round picks.
First rounders only.
Because
anyways, who you got? The first rounders only or the fuckery fuckers? Dread.
I mean, I want to say you. If I were betting,
I got 33. I got 34 points from the quarterback in the back.
And you still predicted to lose.
Nope.
Yeah. No. Yes, you are. But like, have a point. See, the thing about
got a kicker in the lineup,
see
bro.
the fuckity fuckers who is Danny, by the way, Danny Ortiz. Shout out to Danny Ortiz. If his team does average how the prediction's supposed to go, by the way, I personally do not fuck with that Yahoo prediction.
So why are you bringing up the predictions? My predictions got a 0 on my kicker. I don't got a kicker in there yet.
Oh, that's fine, and that's your problem, Ricky. But I always said you always leave that till the end, and you not prioritize your kicker and your defense, which you should. And you just picked up the New England defense, which, in my opinion, they're not gonna allow more than 19 points, which is great. Turnovers and pick sixes, I don't know about that, but they're not gonna allow more than 18 points. I think.
Make a pick.
No, you're gonna win. $1 you're gonna win because Aaron Rodgers put 3 more points than he was supposed to put. But Danny does have a squad. Danny
Ray,
does
who you
Danny.
I'm gonna go opposite. I'm gonna just take Danny.
You going the fuckers?
What, are you gonna go Danny because you hate Ricky, or are you just gonna go Danny because?
All right, so you're going
counteract.
fuckers. You're going rounders only. Now let's go to the next matchup, and then we'll lock it on this. We got the Super Duper Boys.
Yep, that's
facing
me,
Stairway to Evans.
and that's Andres right in front of me. See, I have Dak Prescott, which I am loyal to. I also have Jody Nelson, who put up 28 points, 24 points last night, Thursday, and I have Des Bryant. I have T.J. Anderson.
If Dre keeps Cole Beasley in there, he's got no shot.
I told Dre to put Keldon Wright.
Cole Beasley hasn't had more than 6.
See, but
You
Cole
lost last week. You should have beat me, but you did. You put you kept Cole Beasley in.
Andres
I
can.
kept Pryor in. That's
the problem.
Pryor was
but the
really
thing,
the problem.
what's scary about Andres' team is that he has Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins, out of nowhere, can throw for 450 yards and 4 touchdowns, and out of nowhere, he can have 50 fantasy points just because he can. My quarterback, Dak Prescott, is a game manager. He will never have that much, but he will be steady at 28 to 30 points. But Andres' quarterback can go off for a lot of fucking points, which is scary, but he can also not score a lot of points. That's what's like crazy about it. But you know what? Like I think I'm gonna win. I think I'm gonna win this game. I have a leg up on Jordy Nelson. I don't think
Prescott's gonna throw 15 passes and make 12 of them.
And believe it or not, last game he completed 18 passes and he still scored 28 points.
I know he threw 18 passes. That's terrible.
So
y'all way too nice, man. Y'all playing each other right now. Honestly, fuck Super Duper Boys. They already beat me.
You.
I already beat Stairway to Evans. I got Super Duper Boys in a matchup because honestly,
Stairway to Evans is honest, by the way, because he have Mike Evans. Fuck that nigga. Sorry, go ahead.
But I don't even care because both of y'all behind me and y'all gonna stay there. That's all that matters. And you know what else is behind us? Episode 2 in the rearview mirror.
It was a good episode.
Put it in the bag. Episode 2's in the bag. Again, we're gonna keep getting better. We're gonna keep making the tweaks. We're gonna keep bringing the takes. We're gonna tune up the timing. But for right now, let me just outrow. I'm gonna say peace out to y'all. See y'all next week. Ellie, what you got to say to the people?
Yo, man, thank you for listening in, man. Hopefully this is much better than episode 1, which mostly you guys didn't hear it. Sorry, my English is no good. I have a lot of black label in me.
No speak English.
Yeah, no speaking English. But thank you for listening in. The Across the Board podcast featuring DJ Ellie Ness, Ricky with the intro today, Dre on the boards.
Yo, hold on, man. Let's keep this shit going.
Yeah, keep it going.
Chat is live.
Chat is live.
Andres in Los Tiguerazos. Ricky talking mad shit about Danny's team on the podcast.
That's like our Yahoo app has us three plus other people.
I'll bring it up to y'all. We gotta start inviting some guest hosts on this.
We gotta invite some guest hosts. So guys,
I think it's still too early because we're still getting things set up. Like, look how long it took to everything to get proper.
But this podcast is getting good, man.
To be honest, I still can't hear shit in my head.
Hey, man.
Yo,
it's all about. It's all about.
What I'm gonna tell you, right? That plug, right? You can disconnect it, right, from the headphones.
I can't hear it yet.
You can't disconnect from the headphones.
Oh, now I'm good.
Can you disconnect from the headphones?
What does that mean?
Is the plug detachable and the other side?
Yeah.
Then grab the other cable.
Sure.
Yeah, just grab the other cable. You'll be alright.
I'm not a solutions guy. I just like to bring up problems.
Anyways, though, this has been a good episode.
Niggas get shot every day. You'll be alright.
That's a line from some other shit.
Means. You know what that means. Oh, we out. See y'all next week.
Thank you for listening in. Episode 2 of the Across the Board podcast. Tune in next week or next month. We got better podcasts on. This is Ricky signing off. DJ Elliot Ness and Andres. Thank you for listening.
If you don't know the song, get hit.
Woo! Rockstar.
Number 2 song on the billboards.
No, this is not real hip hop.
Tell him, Ricky.
Ricky is not real hip hop.